What's good, everybody? What's going on, my fight fans, my casuals, and everything in between? I am your boy Slick 50. How y'all doing this Friday, man? I hope y'all doing better than me. I feel a little under the weather, but I'm here, damn it. And we're gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Y'all see the title today. I don't necessarily have a subject to talk about, man. Didn't really have time to think about one, but I figured we let this be y'all show today. I do this from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all run the subjects, we talk about it. As I run my mouth, the link is also in the chat. If you want to be part of the show today, feel free. Feel free to hit that link. Also, as you come up in here, man, everybody that's watching right now, I need you to hit that like button for your boy. That's going to help the dream come alive. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help it come to fruition. So if you could do that, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, man. Sheesh. It's crazy, man, that I need some other boxing news to talk about, man. But everybody want to talk about this Bud and Canelo, man. But the way I want to talk about it, I don't think nobody going to want to hear it the way I talk about it because I just feel like it's just, I don't know. It's just all messed up. It's all messed up. And I don't want to come off sounding like it's personal, but it's just messed up, bro. Like, I don't understand how people even arguing over what they saw. But it just takes me back there. I got to realize people are different, right? And some people don't got nothing going on in their life, you know what I mean, or whatnot, to the point where they're living vicariously through other people. So they take it to heart as if it's them, right? Win or lose. And it's just a bad look, bro. It's just a bad look. I'm not getting a backlash. I'm not even some of the people who going for Bud. It's weird, bro. Like, is this what we call celebrating a win? Where you just point a finger, aha, and there's a bunch of racist shit going on, and you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, y'all really out here showing y'all ass And I feel like you smearing that man win behind that. Like, don't nobody want to remember this shit behind that win, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it upset some people, but damn, y'all taking it the wrong route because a bunch of y'all wouldn't bust a grape in a food fight. I'm willing to bet that, bro. Again, I'm not finna do that. Not finna do that. Anyways, man, let's move on from that. Unless y'all want to come back to that, y'all let me know. Mark, salute. I see you, baby. Everybody's hitting that like button. Thank you. Everybody over on X, thank you for showing up, showing out. But I do want to talk about something, and Suits the Mark for bringing this to my attention that ain't nobody touching. It seems like Tim Zoo has or has already, I said it all wrong, maybe or has already changed his entire team. Something that we've been saying for the last couple of fights we felt like he needed to do. No slight to them, to the Rose family, none of that. No slight to none of that. Just sometimes some people can only take you furthest as they can. And that's anything. It ain't just boxing. That's anything in life, bro. If you can't keep learning from someone, whatnot, you know what I mean? You gotta find somebody else that can elevate what you're trying to do, right? And only you're in control of your destiny, bro. And sometimes them hard decisions need to be I'm mad, but need to be made. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Feelings don't play a part in it when it comes to your dreams and aspirations. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that it's a good move. Um, did he have to remove everybody? I don't know. I'm gonna play the clip for you guys, but period. I'd have been happy would have brought somebody in, but it's a good move either way. Either way, I think Tim's a tremendous talent, and to keep getting the same roundabout. Now his last outing, against Fundora in the beginning rounds, he did some stuff well, but also I think they concentrate on doing the new things they learned and kind of brainwashed who he was. You know what I'm saying? At his core. You know what I'm saying? That tenacity part. And he needs somebody to show him how to mix it up and get his defense on instinct. Right? So I'm gonna play this clip real quick and we gonna go off of that. Boxer Kangaroo, I see you. What's going on, bro? Let me get to it. Let me see if it's on this phone. Yeah, it's on here. I'm gonna play this clip for y'all, and I truly do. I want to know y'all thoughts. All right.
I think Tim's reached a stage in his career where he needs something different. He needs something to inspire him and motivate him to move on to better things. And sometimes in life, you've got to make big changes.
And this is Glenn Jennings talking, by the way. This is Glenn Jennings.
And as much as I'm very proud of the achievements of what we've done for Tim, it is probably time for him to go. And now it's time for him to go and do it.
And it's not just you.
Now, you hear how he keeps saying it's probably time for him to go? But he's talking in essence as if he already moved on. It's almost like you're trying to cover it up, but not cover it up. Because when he says probably, that doesn't even fit in what he's saying at all. Like, listen to him.
I'm very proud of the achievements of what we've done for Tim. It is probably time for him to go.
What we've done for him, that's past tense. You get what I'm saying? Probably, and you're talking past tense, that don't go together.
And now it's time for him to go and do it.
And it's not just you, it's Igor, there's
it's
a handful of you.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. So, look, it is what it is. You can't deny the fact that we've had a great run. It's been 8 years, significant achievements, world title status, and Tim has reached that point now where it's up to him now. He's made his decision, and now he needs to move on and do that.
And that sentence alone told me they need to go because he need to go. They counting years and we made the world title status with him. Like, they try to make a name for themselves off the back of their fighters. But you would think they'd have held that boy's family, given that their father been around with them too as well. So I looked at it when I heard that, I'm like, come on, bro. And the face he made looked up, I was like, yeah. It might be it's best for him to move on, find him a fit. Um, who do y'all think will be a great trainer for Tim?
We'll do the same with our other fighters. We'll keep on going.
What do you think he's going to do now, and where do you think he might base himself?
I honestly don't know, because when this happens, it becomes quite difficult, and it's sort of like a line in the sand. And
You heard that? It becomes quite difficult and a line in the sand. See, this is what I don't understand. I don't understand how you could become friends with someone, right? And y'all tight. Just take the training situation. And I need and we friends and shit, and we cool. All this time you've been making money with me, and a minute I need to make a business decision for myself to better myself. I'm not shitting on you. I still won't be cool with you, bro. But I have to better myself. This is my future. I'm the one in the ring fighting, bro. Right? Like he said, they done had him for 8 years, championship status. Now it's gonna be difficult, and it's kind of like a line drawn in the sand. Now I don't know what that means in Austria, but over here, drawing a line in the sand like I don't fuck with you. Like 100% Mark Nash, I see you, baby. What's happening?
so I'm not sure what his plans are or what he's.
Think he's going to do now, and where do
I
you
wanna
think he
play
might
that again.
base himself?
I honestly don't know, because when this happens, it becomes quite difficult, and it's sort of like a line in the sand. And so I'm not sure what his plans are or what his thoughts are, but whatever it is, I'm sure he'll go and take care of it, and we'll do the same, and we'll just keep on moving, and that's the best you can do, and that's boxing.
Yeah.
I think.
All right, I see what the boxer kangaroo said. He said, all good upside down. See, out here, we just say, man, that shit seem upside down, bro. We just say it like that. We don't say a line drawn in the sand. A line drawn in the sand mean like you cross this line, we gonna have problems. You stay on your side, I stay on my side. And including in that last part, if you listen to this last sentence, that's exactly what it sounds like. I'm gonna go back to it.
What his thoughts are, but
Right, listen.
whatever it is, I'm sure he'll go and take care of it, and we'll do the same, and we'll just keep on moving, and that's the best you can do, and that's boxing.
See? He gonna move on and we gonna move on. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's different in Austria, I guess, but like when I heard that, I said, damn. That's how y'all feel about him, bro? Like, did y'all have words or what was it? But I'm happy for him, bro. I'm happy for him. Real spit, man. Real talk. I mean, shit. Give that man a round of applause, sir. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you. This is the first time I felt like he making a man move. You know what I mean? Like, he always seemed like a big kid in front of the camera, the way he talked, he goofy. During that time when we was trying to find out is he fighting, when he didn't didn't want to wait on Al, you know, he went on and ended up having to fight for Dora, Spencer, and all that dumb shit. And remember he was on camera and he acted like he could say what he needed to say. He kept looking off. Yeah, man, it's time to grow up, bro. You are in control of your shit, bro. Yeah, have a PR to learn what to say, not to say, but damn. I don't know, bro, but I think it's a good move. It could be only up for here. I'm just really been thinking like, okay, if he over in the States, who's the most logical trainer he can go to? You know what I mean? Silas would be good for him. But you know, he deals with mostly Latino fighters, Cubans, you know, Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. But he would be a good fit. I think so. He'll be able to mold that type of style that he bolsters, elbows tucked, come in, strong right hand. You know what I'm saying? He'll definitely get his feet together for sure. For sure, he really would. Who else? Rob would be good, but see, everybody think Rob could solve everybody's problems. Talking SD, what's happening, baby? Everybody think Robert Garcia could solve everybody's problems. Hell of a trainer though, bro. But I don't know. He could if he was dedicated to him though. Rob got so many champions in boxing right now, it's crazy. He would need somebody that could actually carve out that time to mold him. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's about to be trying to go for. He gonna want somebody dedicated, because I think he need to come back ASAP. Do not let this wash you, bro. People talking bad about Tim, and I get it. It was Fundora. Whoop the fucking dude. He been beat too. But he lost to a goddamn cheat code. The fucking Tower. Tower Inferno. That's what his name should have been. For real, bro. I am not lying, bro. The aircraft carrier. Here go aircraft carrier, man, with his pessimism. He said, Tim done GMT. Oh, man, look. If he done, it's because they ruined him, bro. It's because they ruined him. I called it in the beginning. I didn't think he was ready in the beginning because I felt like he used the right hand too much. He was dependent, and when didn't nothing else work, it became his fail safe. And I felt like he just needed to work on some more tools. You know what I'm saying? He's strong, but that ain't all you need in boxing. And his defense need to be worked on. But everybody thought like he was the truth. And when you got that hype in this day and age, they will most definitely use you. They will expose you, right? Or exploit you. And that's how the game go, bro. Especially you say, yeah, you gotta be man of saying, I ain't ready for that yet. You feel me? Boxing kangaroo. I saw you said they need chin. You said that up top, he needed a chin transplant, bro. They don't need no chin transplant, bro. When he got slept, everybody get wobble, everybody get buzzed. When he get slept, though, I ain't never seen him get one punch drop. Who one punch dropped Tim? If so, I don't forgot. But I don't believe I ever seen them get one punch drop. E-Dub, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? Yeah, I don't believe I see that. I don't think he's chinny like that, bro. He just need to work on his defense. You'll look chinny too if your defense was shit. If your defense was shit, I'm talking about shit. Ain't no other word for it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He just really needs. Oh yeah. I forgot about Merzaliev. You right. But that's a fight he shouldn't have took, bro. Like for real. Now he trying to spare him. He just they putting him on that shit on them levels, bro, that he just wasn't ready for, bro. Yeah, he got beat up. Yeah, you right. But that ain't the end of him, bro. I refuse. I just think he's a kid that they exploited because of his name. They saw he had the namesake, right? And it was like, let's make a quick dollar off of him. That's how I felt about it. Let's hurry up, get these kids out there. But instead of, you know what I'm saying, jumping out against it, like the younger brother, what? He started boxing, quit, went to school, and then came back, and this dude just, the Tasmanian devil in the ring. He doesn't have no real skill. Like, I mean, he just fight. You know what I'm saying? And it's all the rage now, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he got to get some type of technique. You feel me? He got to have some type of technique. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. And I feel like Tim just didn't have enough time to add to that tool bag, because that's what it is. Tim don't got a tool bag. Tim came in depending on the right hand. He finally learned how to start keeping that left hand up, right? He had some little bit of feet, you know what I'm saying? But he just didn't have enough to come into his own. I ain't taking up for him because he had to be the man signing the dotted line. I'm just going off what I see. And you might be right. He might be damaged goods. He might be all used up now. But I hate to see fighters get used up like that, bro. So if he left them, I hope he left for a good reason. I hope he already had been talking to somebody, you know, a trainer. And I'd love to see him back and see some type of improvement. But the thing is, work him back into the fold. Don't just go back and throw him in there with a dog. You know what I'm saying? Work him in the fold, bro. That's how I see it, right? Yeah, I'm not, the aircraft carrier said Tim Cheney with no defense and bad technique. I agree with you with the defense and technique. I don't know if he's that chinny. Like I say, no defense, you go look chinny, bro. You go catch every punch come your way. He ate jabs like it was nobody business. No head movement, right? You know, it takes it's human nature. You unless you're a freak of nature like Canelo or who else could take punches like that? Shit, it ain't many. It ain't many that can take punches like that, bro. Unless you some type of heavyweight. And they starting to look like they going down easy. So, yeah. If you ain't got defense, you gonna look like, I'm just saying, if you don't have no defense, you said it in your own sentence. He has no defense. And I've been saying that. He has none. No head movement. No, he just start putting his left hand up and he really don't know when. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he has no technique and no defense. That's what it is, bro. So me personally, right? I would like to see him get another shot at the game. Now, you said Tim went backwards since Tony Harrison. That's crazy. Y'all keep answering y'all shit in your own sentences. Eric Kraft said he was chitty because he has with no defense. That's why he's chitty. You said Tim went backwards since Tony Harrison. Yeah, he looked good that fight because Tony Harrison was on the back foot. Because it's easy to be the aggressor with a boxer that you can easily push back, right? Because he gonna go backwards on his own. And Tony Harrison wasn't really trying to stand there and engage like that, not like a Bud. And you know, it's not like we look at Tony Harrison and say he could fight off the back foot. He really can't. He really can't. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. Tim could go in on Tony Harrison. He ain't got shit to worry about from Tony Harrison as long as he on the back foot, right? Very few fighters could fight off the back foot. Like if you ever watch Moses Itama, he can knock you out off on the back foot. He can actually fight and knock you out on the back foot. Bud can fight off the back foot. It's very few. Bam has showed me a little bit off the back foot. There's very few nowadays. It's a lost art. So yeah, you know what I mean? I think Thurman would have schooled Tim on the back foot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what made. Now, I wanted to see that. But that would have been a better fight, though. That at least in that fight, Boxer Kangaroo, if he fought Thurman, he'd have had his moments. Right? It wouldn't have been a total domination. He would have had his moments. But when you fight somebody 8 feet tall, bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And I refuse to base his career off those 2 losses. He fighting in Chico. You got vets that want to fight him. You saw Earl Smith getting in the ring talking about he's going to fight him. Did that fight happen? Hell no. Bud took the step aside. Go ahead, Earl. You good? You want to do that? Go ahead. Nobody wants to fight nobody that tall. That's a lot of reach. It's inevitable that you're going to have to eat punches to give some, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and salute to Tim, he wasn't scared, bro. He wasn't scared. I gotta give him that. I remember when people were saying Bud, Keith, and Jamil was ducking Tim. Yeah, man, wasn't nobody ducking Tim, bro. It just Tim was running his mouth so much that you would thought they was, but truly, what had he did, he hadn't, like, you gotta do something. You feel me? But wasn't nobody ducking him, bro. Charlo was slated to fight him. Now that one you could, because wasn't it something where they was in talks or something like that? And then it just went cold. It was something like that. That's the only name, probably. I'm not sure, but you know. The Box Kangaroo said, with so many so-called killers at 54, why can't Murzaliev get a fight? Because Murzaliev is smoke. He do got to fight. He finna fight somebody, bro. He finna fight somebody. Hold on, I'm finna, I forgot who they said he was finna fight. Hold on, I'm finna find out right now for you. Let's see who old Bachram finna fight, goddamn. Josh Kelly. On September 9th. What? No. When was this? No, this old, ain't it? No, this not old. But why it say the 19th? Today's September what? Ain't today the 19th, y'all? Oh, it's a 19. Okay. My bad. I'm reading it wrong. Read, slick, read. All right, it said Bakram Mirzayev is ordered by the IBF to next face contender Josh Kelly with a September 19th deadline for negotiations before a purse bid. All right. So we'll fight. We should know something Monday, right? Wait a minute. What'd you say? Kelly pulled out? Let's find that out then. Stop playing. Okay, we finna find it out. Let's find the deets on that. Let's go. Okay, this what happened. It says it was said, but there was no credible reports that he pulled out. But instead they had extended the negotiations to September 19th. Oh, now we got this was yesterday. Well, there we go. I ain't see that. Callie Sanders. That's 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Everything I see is 3 weeks ago. Where you see that at? Hold on. 1 month ago. 1 month ago. Where my tools at? Go to. Hold on. Sort by date, fool. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, what? It's a video where you said Josh Kelly got a runny nose. He pulled out. Bakram manager said it yesterday. You sure that video was from yesterday though? Every fighter has pulled out, mandatories and all. Huh. That's odd. Hold on real quick. Where did I see that video at though? I wonder if it was this what you talking about. Hold on. Man, this motherfucker long, bro. If you remember where you saw that, let me know, bro. But that's sad though, man. It's gonna take Turkey to put some money on it. And you remember Turkey said he was trying to get him a fight, but don't nobody want to fight him. So the Turkey money is obviously there. He's willing to invest in him. And that just sucks. All right. Here we go. Skip to here. Okay, this 3 weeks ago, where Callie Sauerland is saying that he's ecstatic about the fight, but that was 3 weeks ago. I mean, 2 weeks ago, and now you saying yesterday he said that they pulled out. I don't know, bro. You gotta give me a reference, bro. Because until then, I'm happy about this fight, but I need to know. I want to know. And speaking of upcoming fights, Floyd Schofield is fighting. Oh my, hold on. He just fought Ruguru. I just went blank on his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know y'all do. All right. Here we go. All right. Joining the matchup between Virgil Ortiz and Erickson Lubin is Floyd Schofield. He's fighting JoJo Diaz. Salute to JoJo Diaz still getting that money, bro. He just coming off that fight with Ruguru, Regis Prograis. So that's dope. And Darius Fulgham Joshua Edwards, the heavyweight, gonna be on there. So that's a cool little card. As long as they ain't charging for it. So Floyd Schofield will be back. Now I remember they were saying it was somebody big, right? I mean, okay. What happened to the big opponent? But it is what it is. I'm happy to see Floyd Schofield back, man. We need some new players in the game, no matter who they is, bro. We need some fresh faces. A lot more fresh faces need to get the spotlight. So we have a whole lot more to talk about. Because if I get talking about other fighters and stuff, a lot of people don't know who they is, and they swear to God that they bums, and they're not. Salutes to Brandon Moore for winning tonight too. He won a heavyweight fight tonight. That was on the zone. I was peeking in on my phone. Checking everything out on that. It was a decent job. He did a decent job. He knocked dude down one time, and then that was it. And I see Eddie is trying to insinuate that Canelo not gonna want the rematch. Bud should fight. If he do fight somebody, he need to fight Boots. And Boots is the new Terrence. How y'all feel about that one? Hey, Ed, to me, I ain't gonna start. Eddie be running. Hey, I like Eddie just because he be running his mouth, bro. I like Eddie, bro. He gonna keep your name hot one way or another. One way or another, he keeping it hot. He is not playing, bro. He is not playing, bro. I am really trying to find to see if Josh Kelly if this Josh Kelly fight is canceled because like he called if he pulled out because he the one called for the fight, bro. Josh Kelly the one called out IBF, man, and made that happen. So how bruh. You can't tell me stuff like that Boxer Kangaroo don't have no reference because I swear to God. It make me I gotta find it now. Cause he was calling out Conor Ben, Bachram. Who else was Josh Kelly calling out? So it's hard to believe that like he pulled out, bro. And today the 19th, we'll hear something Monday, man. But we definitely, I wonder why ain't nothing been said though. You know what I'm finna do? I know how to find out. I know. Well, this probably will tell me. This will probably tell me. Let me see. Yep. Go here. Let's see. Let's see. If it's lined up, it'll be on Boxer. Nope, it ain't on here yet. Damn. And he get him a fight. He fought since 2024, bro. And what was that? October. They gotta give him a fight, bro. Damn, G. You even sat there and told me some shit like that, bro. But anyway, I was reading at the top. We was talking about it. They got him on the headline. Oscar De La Hoya clowning Canelo. Okay, and that Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Ben is a pay-per-view for $60. So I guess this is gonna be the last pay-per-view when it comes to a turkey card. Because I think he said the 22nd card, November 22nd card was gonna be the last, right? But I want to know, does anybody know who's on the undercard of that fight? I don't. I haven't got a chance. I watched highlights of the press conference, but I haven't got a chance to watch like the whole thing. Like I said, this show is strictly on the fly right here. kind of been. Oh, I just thought something about it. Oh yeah, this something I wanted to talk about too. And this dealing with Virgil Ortiz, right? Virgil Ortiz don't have plans on becoming undisputed at 154. I was watching this interview with Robert Garcia, and he was talking about what he gonna do in this and the third. But they said he's not gonna fight Murders Alia. He straight said that. He said because of the rehydration clause. So that tell you a lot right there, bro. That's nuts, right? That's nuts. So I'm like, damn, how much that boy really weigh? Like, is he struggling to make 154, bro? Is that why just recently he said, yeah, it's no problem for him to go to 160? He'll meet Bud at 160 and fight at 160? Because I'm sitting there really bugging off of that. Like, okay, why you at 154? I get you going to become champion and shit like that, but you just really exiled Murtazalia and said it's because of rehydration clause. Now, I've never heard nobody willingly come out and say nothing like that, but that tell you the state of the game we in right now. People just out here playing the field. It made me feel like Virgil could be fighting at 160. I ain't saying he should be at 160 because just because you weigh something don't mean you're going to do good at that weight. Now, I'm just saying that if your weight will hinder you from going after a title, what is the rehydration clause? Like 10 pounds, 12 pounds? How much do you rehydrate back up to? I need to find that out. Because when I watched that, I was like, what? Like, stop playing. Golly, bro. Like, you really, really not finna fight that man? Like, what if you get all 3 belts, right? And then you got that one dude, you just gonna be like, nah, bro, I'm good. You just gonna not. Man, my dude must pack on weight easy too. He must pack on weight easy. He must be on a strict diet, bro. He must be on a strict diet, bro, because ain't no way in hell, bro. But your trainer to say that, and he said he quit. Oh, no. Nah, he probably won't fight Mirzalia because of the rehydration clause. Don't that you ever have rehydration? Yeah, we not going that route. We won't fight him. We won't fight for the IBF. Those are the things that make me question, like, what in the world? It just tripped me out, bro. Like, you just eating too much, bro? Like, you be having Thanksgiving dinner every day, bro? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, that's how I be feeling, bro. Like, real talk. That's how I be feeling, bro. Like, what the hell? You can't just say that like that. Some stuff you supposed to just keep under your belt, man. You ain't supposed to let that out like that at all. You know what I'm saying? At all. Damn, bro. Yeah, that shit weird to me though. It's weird. You don't do that, bro. You don't do that, bro. At all. Well, Box Kangaroo went. I want to know where that reference at, man, because that's interesting for me, bro. That's interesting, bro. You can't just burn out, say stuff and burn out and not have a reference, bro. I'm looking everywhere for this while we talking. All right. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I just did. Brandon Moore beat DeAndre Savage. If anybody was wondering, that fight took place today. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was in Detroit. Brandon Moore won. He looked good too. He lost a lot of weight. you know, whatnot. He got some shit to work on, but it's not major. You know what I'm saying? He got this little happy feet shuffle he doing now. I don't like, but other than that, he's straight. Like, see this shit right here, bro. Look, David Benavidez is the new face of boxing after Canelo's fall. Now, in what society do we live in where you just not gonna give credit to the winner, bro? Give credit to the winner, bro. And that's what kills me right here. Like, Sergio be showing his skirt sometime, man. Salute Sergio Mora, man. But like, how you gonna say something like that though? You view David Benavidez as the face of boxing now. You're just not gonna give the guy his props whatsoever, bro. You know what I'm saying? Um, but back to Floyd Schofield, Joseph Diaz, bro. Floyd Schofield gonna knock JoJo out. And I hate to say it, bro. It's just JoJo at the end of his career. JoJo getting that money. He made that clear the last fight. He want to get that money. So they gave him some. You know what I'm talking about? Since when the fans start crowning the face of boxing? That's what I'm saying. Like, the people, you the people's champ, bro. You don't get to say it yourself. You know, the fans get the crown. They do. They get to say, you know, hey, he the people's champ. He the GOAT. That's who tell you the GOAT. You don't get to say it yourself. What you mean? He said since when fans start crowning the face of boxing. I mean, if that's what he feel, that's what he feel. But I don't see it, bro. Yeah, be the face. The fans will do that though, right? Well, first off, hold on. The people's champ and the face is two different things. Use the faces to draw. So maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe he meaning in that essence that Benavidez is still gonna be the bigger draw. So that makes him the face of boxing. Because usually the face of boxing is the draw. Not necessarily the most skilled, right? He could lose, but he's just a draw. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what he means. Let me take back what I said about Sergio. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking more so that's what he means. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean? Right, Eric right, Bud the best, but he's not the face of my opinion. Right. I'm thinking wrong. I'm thinking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel under the weather today. I can't even get my words out my mouth. But yeah, I'm reading shit wrong and everything. But no, you're right. You're right. Bud is the best, but he may not be the face. He may not be the draw. We won't know if he'll draw until we find somebody. And that's hard to say too, though, bro. I'm not gonna say he the face yet, but it depends on his next dance partner if he does fight, and if that draw is mainly because he's on the card, right? But it's always been like that in boxing. You always had your face, and you always had your most skilled guy, right? You had De La Hoya. He was the face of boxing for the longest, but everybody knew who was the man in the era, and that was Roy Jones. Like I said, like my boy Nine to tell you, that man lost. Sugar Shane didn't ever beat him, but he still was always the face because he was the draw. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 100%. I'm hearing people say Bud is the face of boxing now. See, that's the question mark. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen. You know what I mean? It depends. It depends. I just hate that he had to achieve this so late in his career. Just think if he had the opportunities beforehand, it's safe to say he probably would have beat him. But he didn't. So he didn't get to build that repertoire with the fans. But they're gonna hate him regardless, bro. I don't know what it is. They're just not gonna give him his credit. All day, I'm like, this world is nuts. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about nuts, bro. That's why I be like, you know what? Maybe I need to stay in the house, bro, because I be hurt a lot of people, bro. Because it's like a lot of people feelings for real, because it's a lot of dumb shit just being talking, you know what I'm saying, for us. People bringing race into it. I'm talking about just being nasty out here towards that man. For no reason. All he did was beat Canelo, bro. And people don't want to accept what Canelo said. It'd be one thing if Canelo felt like he was slighted, felt like he was cheated, if Canelo felt like he was just overall done wrong. But that man didn't do none of that. That man gave, if Canelo could give Bud his props, why the fuck Canelo fans can't give him his props, right? And these other hating ass motherfuckers just shut the fuck up because they just want something to bitch about that I'm listening to. It don't make no sense talking about lineage and all of this dumb shit. Don't nobody care about none of that. We just care that it's a sport and they in the ring and who wins and who loses. You know what I mean? But Bud may not be, but that remains to be seen. You know what I'm saying? That does. And it remains to be seen about Benavidez. Benavidez ain't proved to be a draw. So it's in the air. For me, Canelo's a draw. See, that's the part that people missing. Canelo's still here. Canelo's still here. Canelo already have lost. Real talk. So as long as Canelo here, I don't think nobody a bigger draw than him. And then on top of that, after he leave, you still got Tank. That's like the second tier draw under Canelo. Tank sell out. Tank sell out. Right? So I mean, you know, we'll see. And then we heading into this new day and age where it's starting to look like pay-per-view is definitely finna phase out. People gonna be at war with the pay-per-view. You about to have Turkey throwing great cards on, right? I hope they're all great. Let me say it like that. For free. November 22nd sets the mark, right? He doing it big. That is a dope ass card, right? And everybody's taking part in that card. That's the crazy part about it, right? How do promoters compete with that? And then Netflix, they're basically just want to pay. They want to be like NBC or you know how they pay for the Christmas games, who go get the Christmas games, who gonna get these games. They already had started that with the NFL game. Netflix. And I think they want to do the same thing with boxing. They like, we just want the marquee matchups. We don't want all of boxing. We'll work with every promoter. We just want that. We want those guaranteed matchups that we know people want to see. And if Netflix doing it like that, that's free TV. If in this day and age, consider free TV. I know it's an app. You gotta pay for Netflix, but it's still it's 3 times cheaper than paying for, you know what I'm saying, cable. More than that, actually. And then you got the Zone. Matchroom still gonna throw their pay-per-views. Everybody still gonna throw their pay-per-views. But then they in combatants with Turkey, bro. And Turkey gonna be frequent with their cards. And then I'm hearing TKO boxing talking about they gonna put on 12 to 16 shows a year. So how are they gonna compete with that? Then we got the Underdog series. That's free on the Zone. So hey, this face shit gonna get a little tough. It's gonna get a little tough. At some point, people gotta stop caring about these numbers for its pay-per-view numbers. Cause it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter, bro. Right? It's just gonna be about viewership. Right? Jake Paul proved that. Viewership, the sponsorship money that come behind that. Why do you think they pay millions to get their commercial on the Super Bowl? It's the one thing that everybody watch in America on that day. Everybody's watching the Super Bowl. People who don't like football watch the Super Bowl, at least for the commercials. So at the end of the day, and it's in the halftime show. So you're gonna pay your money to get your product, played during that Super Bowl. And that's how they looking at it. If I got a great product, man, we can make tons of money off the fucking sponsorships. At that point, you don't need You don't need pay-per-view. And I have been saying that already. That's what Turkey is doing. When I saw him messing with that video game company. Oh my God, I can see the shape of the motherfucker. What is the motherfucker? Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. And before that, he had already, if y'all notice in the background, was always some type of advertising, something that boxing promoters weren't doing. And so they were already on that, bro. So they was getting paid off their sponsorships. They wasn't too much tripping off of, spending money. They spent a lot of money and they lost some money, but they gained a lot back. So it's not like they taking losses and they understand that it take money to make money. But now he got an underdog show. Guess what? Great Pride, going to have sponsorships on there. Every card he going to have sponsorships. And I think that's the way the game going to go, bro. They're going to have to eat off that because if we getting them cards from Turkey all year and if they be like eating a kind of bin card, that's a ring card, but it's $60. That's still cheaper than what the fuck pay-per-view was, right? Even though he says pay-per-view is going to be $20, but he sure went up from that shit to 60. But 60 ain't bad if you really a fan of Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr., right? Especially if you like the first fight. So I can see people buying that. But after that, everything will be free, as long as it's ring or Riyadh, bro, you go catch people like, look, promoters are here to compete. So if you got a matchup Saturday and it's pay-per-view and I got a matchup Saturday and it's free and my card is free, but it's more than decent, yours could be a tad bit above mine. People gonna weigh their options, bro. They gonna weigh their options, bro. Right? Turkey gonna try to give you a cool undercard and a prelim and all of that. It's gonna be a problem out here. So this face talk might lower, but I don't think the face talk go nowhere until Canelo league. Canelo is still the face, but Bud is the man. Simple as that. So I agree with you, Aircraft. Bud is the best, no doubt. Just like Roy was the best, and you had De La Hoya. He was the draw. You know what I'm saying? Which made him the face. Right? So, yeah. My bad, Sergio. I read that shit wrong, bro. But I don't think Benavidez is the face, though. I disagree with Sergio on that one. Yeah, Benavidez is not the new face at all. He's still proving himself at light heavy. So we go see. And another thing too, I want to say, yeah, he not. Look, Eckhart said, hell no. Right, exactly. That's according to Sergio Mora, though. He believes that. I don't believe that. And also, for people saying that this destroys Canelo's legacy, it don't destroy Canelo's legacy. I've been already picking them apart, just like everybody like, this is my thing. When it comes to boxing, you could pick, I swear to God, you could make an argument for every dope boxer. You could find something wrong. Period. You can go Canelo and say Canelo lost all his toughest fights. Now, Canelo fans, I swear to you, they knew who Chris was, all the people he fought. And they didn't. They lying. That's why they always just gravitate to Triple G. People who didn't even watch boxing knew who Triple G was. So he was damn near just as large, bro. Because that motherfucker was hitting. He was swatting. You understand me? But I can use that argument. But see, a person like me not going to use that argument because I appreciate the work that he put in because he was consistent. You can't fight big names all the time if you're consistent. That's a bit redundant. That's just detrimental to your health, bro. Like, it don't work like that. Right? And I also look at on the flip side of the coin, you not going to say shit to that man losing to Bud, a 3-time undisputed winner. When people say that, they're like, well, okay. Bivol, he went to heavyweight. Mayweather, living legend. What can you say? Anybody talking shit in the boxing world is motherfuckers who beat him or they know they can't beat him. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, it may take a temporary hit only because in the beginning he said he wouldn't fight Bud because that what would he get out of it? Right? That's why, and also, you know, he chose to fight Bud over Benavidez. Right? If he never fights Benavidez, that's what they gonna bring up. But that's temporary. Does it diminish who he is? No, it don't. After time, man, nobody cares, right? Only if he don't fight Benavidez, though. If he don't fight Benavidez, that's what hurts it. That's what's gonna hurt him. It ain't gonna be because Bud beat him, bro. And people who call themselves believing that, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. I'm not understanding that. So no. Canelo's still the face. Bud is the man. That's just always how boxing, except in one era since I've been alive. No, 2 times. 2 fighters in my lifetime accomplished that goal. Being both, being the draw and the face. That was Mike Tyson, and that was Floyd Mayweather. In my lifetime, there were others, right? There were others, but in my lifetime, Mayweather achieved being the face and the man, and Mike Tyson. You get what I'm saying? So you know, it is what it is. The aircraft carrier said a loss don't affect a fighter. No, it don't. Now, if it's a fight that everybody really want to see, like Benavidez, and the steam that people putting behind Benavidez, and his fan base outgrows Canelo's, that's when it becomes damaging. That's when your career takes a hit because a more popular fighter got in the ring with you and you lost to him. You see, you understand what I'm saying? So that's when your career take a hit. For instance, Bud had to win this fight. Given that everybody know he went up 2 weight classes. I'm not saying 3 weight classes because he did. Essentially, it is 3, but he did touch 154. So he went up 2 weight classes, right? To fight this man. And everybody knows it. But if he would have lost to Canelo, nobody would have gave Bud the same grace that I gave Canelo and everybody else gave Canelo for going to 175 and lost. No, they would have drugged Bud and they would have said, see, he wasn't, we told you he wasn't shit. That's what they would have said, bro. Because nobody could fathom the type of conquest Bud was on. Okay, bet. Y'all don't give me the fight, so I'm just going to go for the bosses. And that's what he did. And that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And I'm talking about today shows it. Yesterday was cool. But today, y'all out here showing y'all ass, bro. They really mad that Bud did this. And they act like he tore the game up. He ain't the first. Like I said, there's a bunch of people who don't watch boxing or care to read about boxing or any of those things. And they would have understood. You get what I'm saying? He ain't the first boxer that was the shit and got dodged. Hagler got dodged. Politics had to be intervened to make that man a champ. Do y'all realize that? A senator, I think it was a senator or something that called by and said, we gonna audit you, you'll get him in a good fight. Before that I can remember is oh my God, man. They blackballed him. They blackballed him from boxing, and he came back and started whooping ass. Oh, what was his name, bro? He always wore the hat, the beret hat. Oh my God. But anyway, these situations happen, and people hope that guy lose. Every instance. People didn't like Hagler like that, bro. They was like, who the fuck is this dude whooping everybody like this? And my other guy, man, I can't think of his name, bro. So, like, you get what I'm saying? These are things that constantly happen, not constantly, but has happened in boxing. And people act like it's so new and they just tripping off of this shit, bro. Canelo's still the face. Bud is the man. And it is what it is. But I guarantee you, if Canelo would have beat Bud, even by decision, they would have drugged Bud through the mud and said that Bud was never that dude. I told y'all. See, that's why it didn't matter if nobody fought him. Blase, blase. But now that he won, nobody wants to give him his props. It doesn't make him the face, no. All right? Now, if he would have knocked Canelo out, if he would have slept Canelo, then we might have been talking. But he didn't. Therefore, he's the man. Give him his props. That's it. He beat the bosses. He went to 147, got a belt, beat the final boss. He said he went to 154, fuck fighting anybody. At 168, I'm going straight for the final boss. I'm old, bitch. And beat the final boss. It is what it is, bro. Both of them got outstanding careers. Can't take nothing away from them. And people should clap it up for the fight that we got. Instead, we got people dissecting the fight. Oh, see this? It's his gloves. Look at this shit. He has special shoes on from he has special shoes on. Don't even look like real boxing shoes. That's why Canelo couldn't get no leverage. Amiri should have made him some better. I'm talking about, I done heard it all today, bro. I didn't even know Amiri had did his whole entire outfit until today. Who cares? That's what y'all look at? The fucking outfit, his boxes, his drawers, and shit he got on? Man, you see them damn Amiri boxing shoes? He couldn't get no real leverage. That's why he couldn't move. I mean, I done heard the Bud gloves, Amiri boxing shoes. What else? All sorts of shit. Motherfucker was paid to take a fall. He took a fall because that way people ain't gonna want to see him fight Benavidez. I done heard so much dumb shit, man. They can go on somewhere with it, bro. These people crazy, bro. These people crazy. Then the racists, they so fucking bananas. And it's coming from both sides. I ain't just talking about Spanish people. I'm talking about black people going at other black people. The FBAs don't want to. Man, that's just so dumb to me, bro. So the immigrants that are black or African American or African, they go at black people trying to prove to black American people that such got this lineage. So technically he not an FBI. This shit is just stupid, bro. Stupid, bro. And it's on like channels that don't even talk sports, don't even talk boxing, bro. Like I sub like when I'm not doing my show, unless you guys give me something. Like Mark sends me things, Salute to E-Dub, he sends me things. Casino appoint me to some channels. You know, I go check them out, right? Because in the beginning, there are some like Coach Malachi, the boxing voice. I used to check them out all the time. I still catch Coach Malachi though, but like every now and then. But like, I don't want to sound like them, so I try to like shield myself from them. And it's no slice to them. It's just I don't want to sound like nobody. You know what I mean? So like, I watch a lot of commentary channels, and you know, they talking about real life shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff going on in the world. You know, bitches and hoes, all that shit. These man, dog. The stuff out here on these channels. I'm talking about made me. I couldn't grab my TV remote quick enough to unsub from, because I'm like, the way they going about it, they make themselves sound so stupid, right? And those channels generally have a set panel so that I watch. So ain't no link, because if it was, I'd have jumped my ass on there like, y'all tripping. But it's just too much, bro. It's too much now. It got to a point now, I just want to celebrate my guy legacy. Y'all see the picture down there? That's just a joke, you know, jokey joke. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Like, have fun with it, celebrate it, and take it for what it is. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Nether Gods is at the end of the road for Tim Zoo. Tim headed to the U.S. to start over, whole new team manager. So I don't think so. I don't think it's over neither, bro. He just got to find that right one. That's all. He gonna find him a good fit, and hopefully we hear about it, bro. You know what? Hopefully we get a bit of insight, but hopefully we don't hear too much about it. That's when I know you serious. You don't need no cameras. Find your coach, work, and then when you ready to peek your head out the door, then let us know something. You feel me? But I don't think we need to know all of that. I don't think we need to know I don't care to know what training he got. Now, of course, it's gonna come out, but I mean, you know how they gonna start trying to show footage. Ooh, look, Tim work it. Man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Just work. Come back out. Peek your head out. When y'all done worked on enough shit and he catching on, then peek your head out. And don't go for somebody so tough. You know what I'm saying? Ease them in. You know what I mean? See what the fuck going on with him. And go from there, bro. Simple as that, bro. Like I said, I don't think he used goods. I don't think he used goods. Other people that came from had major comebacks too as well, bro. You know what I mean? Some of y'all legends lost their first fight. Some of them lost their first 2 or 3. Right? I think Bernard, who else? I had that list somewhere because I can't remember all that shit, but it's plenty of them, bro. You can win and go from a loss, bro. It ain't like he too late in his career. I don't think he damaged. You know that I did blank that shit out of my mind, that Zalia fight. I ain't gonna stunt, boy. That was horrific. But he shouldn't have been there though with him though. But like I said, they exploited him, bro. They exploited him. You hear that Zoo name, you think it's gonna be smoke. You think it's gonna be smoke. You know what I mean? But by way of Costa Zoo, that's how I learned about Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton put hands on him. So I mean, like, but did I look at Costa Zoo like he was trash? No. Hell no. I wanted to see him fight again, you know, with his next fight. That's how I view it. I don't know how y'all view it. I don't be ready to discount people. I don't be ready. That's the one thing I do like that Dana's saying, you know, I think Dana is bad for boxing. That this whole losing thing and then writing boxers off, I definitely agree with him on that. Like, you can't just do that, bro. Like that's hurting the sport. Where it's this culture that if you don't have a perfect record, that you ain't shit. So what happens is these guys start fighting a bunch of nobodies, people we know they can whoop, so they can maintain that O. And so then you have a manufactured champ, then you end up with a manufactured ass career with a person that ain't fought nobody. Nobody, bro. Meanwhile, the person with the smoke, the person that want the smoke can't get the smoke, because if they let them get the smoke, then they make everybody else look bad because they ain't fighting no smoke. You get what I'm saying? And I know that my boy Nine always said that boxers are fragile, but bruh, you can't be that fucking fragile. There gotta be something in this day and age. Like, you gotta be able to take one on the chin and keep it moving, bruh. Like, you gotta. I'm not understanding it. Like, I get it, boxers' ego and all of that shit. Once upon a time, they came from the block or somewhere the fuck they came from, and we had something. When I came up, they taught us about something called self-esteem. We had self-esteem, self-confidence, self-awareness. We ain't give a damn. That old shit don't mean nothing. I'm not going to perpetuate that culture over this way. So, you know, just because a person lose, you know, it is what it is. I'm looking at how Tim looks in the ring. He looked like a shot fighter. Yeah, he like a fighter. Ain't got no tools. And you know what? He do, because he looks defeated. He looks like a fighter that tried everything and it doesn't work. And the thing is, he didn't have to try much because he didn't have much. He didn't have much to offer us, bro. He did what he knew, and that was it. And to him, he thought that was everything at that moment, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't work. They didn't teach him no defense. Every time, if y'all notice, we watched that boy fight over here, and I will pick him apart. Put your hand up. God damn it. Take this step back. I'm telling him what to do through the screen. Damn if you would have fucking did this. Why you let him get away with that? I'm yelling at the screen like I'm the fucking coach, bro. Because it's so many fundamentals. The fundamentals. Not nothing special. Fundamentals. You feel me? That he just doesn't have, right? Because you got to have the fundamentals to work off of. He didn't have it, bro. So like when you don't have that, crazy, you know, right? I guess we'll see aircraft carrier that murders out there fight took something out of him, I think. See, I think they was in the right direction. When they brought him to that Spencer fight, that was a good fight for him, right? People wanted to fight a name, but he shouldn't have fought no no major name right away. That was perfect for him. A decent fight. As you saw, he kept the left hand up. I said, okay, he got a little defense. You know, he knew how to keep him on the ropes. He wasn't depending on his right hand so much. He started using the right hand, bringing it back, right? He finally got a chance to use some shit. But that was against a Spencer, right? But then you throw him right in there with this tall motherfucker. You ruined him. I don't know if you ever potty train y'all kids, but I potty train my girls. And they be all happy, like, yay, when they go to the bathroom. Yay. Let me tell you the first mistake I made with my first daughter. Finally, she went to the pot on her own. You know what my dumb ass did? I flushed the damn toilet while she was on it. My God, she had a fucking fit. This motherfucker would not go back to that bathroom for I don't know how long. That's what happened to Tim. He learned some great shit, and then he threw him there with that monster, and it was like a big-ass shock to him. And you can't do that. You got to build on it. What it do, Mark?
Yeah, g'day, mate. How you going?
Nothing.
Yeah, I've just finished mowing my grass and fucking doing a few chores, so I thought I was listening the whole time.
Right on, appreciate it.
But yeah, with Tim, I don't know what's going to happen there. He's the thing I sent you said that he was moving to the US and going to get a whole new team and all sorts. But I guess we'll see. Like I said in my comment, I don't know. I think whether he lost a bit of punch resistance with that fucking Murtazalia fight, or and obviously a massive amount of confidence. Like you were just saying, they put him in there with that Spencer, and he looked, he obviously he's going to look all right against someone like that, but he needs more of those sort of fights, I think, to gain his confidence back.
There you go,
yeah.
Confidence building, and not just mentally, in what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Get that repetition.
Yeah, he needs to learn some new tricks and practice them against lesser lights, so you get used to doing that stuff. You can't be trying to do new tricks when you're coming up against a world champion. You know what I mean? You should have your shit down pat by then.
Right. It's like riding a bike. It's like you ain't never rode a bike before, but you just pick it up and try to ride it. You gonna fall right on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right.
He didn't get a chance to learn. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I said
exactly.
From the time I seen him, he used the right hand too much for me, and he just lacked the fundamentals. He was just your stalking fighter. You get what I'm saying? And it's clear to see that he doesn't want to be a stalking fighter. He wants to be a boxer. But if you don't give him time to develop that, but like I said, that type of team will do that to you because they trying to make money off your name, bro. They see the namesake.
Exactly.
That's what they see.
I mean, he's got rid of Glenn, the manager, and he's basically made his fortune off fucking Tim and his old man.
Right.
I think he needs to move. He hasn't moved away from No Limit yet. They come out and said the other day or last night or the night before, whenever I sent that thing to you, they said that they were still his promoter. But I think they need to move away from them as well.
Yeah, move away from the
But I
whole
mean,
team.
but what does he? Where does he go to though? Because
But until he can get out of that, but I mean, I don't know. But the main thing is the training situation, though, because see, the trainer ain't gonna let him jump into no bullshit. So they can hold
yeah,
Tim back. We'll catch him on some undercards. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, he
shit
needs to
like
do
that.
that for. I reckon the next couple of years, he needs to have a good 5, 6 fights
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
on undercards with lesser lights, like I said, to gain his confidence back and practice new tricks that hopefully his new coach is going to teach him.
yeah. Facts. And like Eric Rowe
Um,
said, Spence and Tim would be a good fight. It really would because they both flat footed. They tailor made for each other, and they both
yeah,
gonna meet in the middle. But that will even give him a chance. But build him up a little bit. You could build that
I
fight
was,
up. In the
yeah,
meantime, get him about 2, 3 fights. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because he's still gonna need to learn to keep his fucking hands up in that fight. You know what I mean? And shit like
yeah.
that,
It's
man.
definitely, but he needs some practice fights before even fighting Spence, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah, but
I, Spencer's he's not the most talented fighter either, but boy, he can punch
right,
that boy.
right. But
And if Tim
that's
cops
why.
another good one, I think he's gonna, I think he's got a little bit of PTSD going on as well.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I agree with that. And before you all caught wind of my show, I'm a fan of Spence, but I was a fan of Spence because of one thing. At that time, everybody was trying to do the shoulder roll. Everybody was trying to be the next Floyd Mayweather, right? And Spence, like I tell Spence is special only because he mastered the fundamentals. So by him just doing the fundamentals, he was beating motherfuckers because everybody was trying to be too slick. You see what I'm saying? And they didn't have the capabilities to be slick.
Yeah,
See, and that's what made Spence look good. So you get with Tim. Tim, learn your fundamentals, learn some tricks. That's all, because that's all Spence got. Spence know the fundamentals, and he got a couple tricks. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's not the
yeah,
most, like I say, super talented fighter either. But at the same time, that would make for a damn good fight. Like I tell everybody, it's like watching football, and okay, your 5-5 team go against another 5-5 team. It end up being a good ass game because both of them on the same level of
yeah,
playing. You get what I'm saying? It'd be a hell of a
yeah,
game, like a hard fought fucking game. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of the
yeah,
best
for
games
sure.
of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that's how it would
yeah,
even out.
yeah. But that's basically what Tim was fighting all the way through until he
Yeah,
got put in with the real champion. And when he got put in there with the real champion, we seen what happened. He lasted 3 fucking rounds and it's just basically destroyed him for a bit.
yeah. And they weren't working on nothing. They was just
No,
it was just raw talent, what they
same
thought he
same shit
had,
over and over.
over and over. And like you said, they was putting him in, like I call them, well, in the Midwest they call us fish. So they was putting him in there with fish that was either
Yeah,
on his level or below him. They should have been like
yeah,
working on shit and give him a step up, a step up. You get what I'm saying? So he'd be
yeah.
used to
See,
it by the time he got to a big dog, he'd been able to figure it out.
yeah. But I mean, you know that I was drawn in by the hype that they were pumping him with over here in Australia. I mean, I'm as casual. I'm king casual up there with RC, to be honest. But I was drawn in by the hype. But if you go back, there's an Aussie bloke that's got his own page called Old Mate Big J, and
Uh-huh.
he's been saying it for years that Tim has been fighting nothing but blown up fucking welterweights.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
refuse to believe it. But then, then I go back and look at his box rack now and look at the names on the list for the first, I don't know, 15 fights or whatever it was. And he's dead right. They're all blown up welterweights.
And here's the thing.
Um, and designed to make him look good so they could build hype around him because he already had the last name. And
Yep. Yep. Now you're right. That's what I was gonna say. The thing was they did that to build his name instead of them working on things and testing it out. If you go back
yeah,
to Tanks, if you go back to Tanks box rec, right? Look at all his big, all of them are losers, right? But the thing
yeah,
was they were all good at something. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So and it was steps up and it was testing
yeah,
out. That's why as good as he is now. If
yeah.
they took that same approach, ain't no telling where Tim would be right now. You know what I'm saying? But they
That's
weren't.
right. And
They were doing what you
another
said.
thing, just before I came up, you were saying that you were yelling at the TV. What are you doing? I'm yelling at the TV like a coach. To be honest, you sound more knowledgeable about boxing than his fucking coach was, because his Uncle Igor has got the exact same amount of fights in a fucking professional boxing ring or even amateur boxing ring that I do, which is fucking zero.
Yeah, see.
Um, you know, and I said this on one of your lives before. They were basically there just to wipe his face down, pull his mouth guard out, give him some fucking water, put some ice on his fucking lumps and bumps, put his mouth guard back in, and send him back in the ring to do whatever he fucking felt like doing. Because none of them, the coach, he was just a fitness coach to me. You know what I mean?
Pretty
He was
much.
just getting him fit. He had, I don't think he had. I mean, I might be wrong, but he just didn't seem to. Because nothing changed. Nothing changed.
Right.
So it frustrated the fuck out of me. He should have moved coaches and teams fucking 6 years ago. And
I
like you
think you
said,
were about
if
three
he'd learnt
fights
some
ago
new
we were
tricks,
saying that.
who knows where he could have been by now. But it could be even too late now. You know what I mean?
It could
Um,
be. That's why I said it could be. I'm just not ready to write him off till I see his next fight.
no, that's right. I'm not ready to write him off, but he's got to get someone that can teach him some new shit and then work on that and master it, and then we'll see how he goes. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they just need to take their time with him,
But
man.
they're
He
going to
got
do
some
the
weight.
exact same. They're going to do the exact same thing with his brother. I can see that coming a mile away. Like you said earlier, he really don't have any skill. He's just a fucking brawler.
Yeah, he's just a brawler. He
And
don't have no
and
technique. He just in there fighting.
Uncle Igor is not the person that's going to teach him any new tricks. They're just going to keep
Nah,
feeding him fish, like you said, to make him look good, to pump him up in the Australian eye, so they can bleed some money out of us.
but here's
And
the
the
thing,
same
right?
shit's going to happen.
At least his story makes sense. He left. He was boxing, left boxing, went to school, then came back, and then I can look at him and say, okay, you know what I'm saying? This is why he looked like that. Tim didn't do that.
Yeah,
Tim boxed, and it's just like, damn, y'all just let him just go off raw talent and say, ooh, he got a hell of a right hand, and just worked
yeah.
off of that, and that wasn't gonna
But
get
that's
it.
all he had. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But like
wasn't gonna get
aircraft
it.
carrier said in his comment there,
What?
I don't know how many comments ago, but he said that he doesn't have the basics, and he doesn't have
Yeah,
the basics because he only had four amateur fights. Tim only had 4 amateur fights, and he lost one of them. And
yeah,
I'm willing to guarantee you that the one that he lost was the last one,
yeah. And that's why I said
and
he
then
has
said,
to.
"Fuck this, we're going professional."
We're going pro. That's what probably happened. But
And he
that's
just,
what I.
he was
That's
just
what I
working off
said.
raw physical strength
Yep.
and his big right hand. That's all. That's all he's fucking ever had. So
Tim got enough to build off of. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the worst boxer I've ever seen. He ain't worse. He ain't even
no,
bad at all. It's just he don't got the coaches to know how to build off of what he has. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it's plenty of tools you can give him that works with his repertoire, his style of walking, how he stalk people and things like that. All that come into play. You just can't teach people shit. You got to find out
yeah,
what fits. You know what I'm saying? Go off of that. But at the end of the
yeah,
day,
exactly.
that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, like you said, the base. That's what I'm saying. Fundamentals. That's what made Earl special to me at the time. Everybody's too busy trying to have shoulder rolls and getting their ass whooped. And Earl come in with the simple motherfucking fundamentals, beating everybody ass because everybody else is trying to be pretty. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Sometimes
I mean,
fundamentals will take you a long way.
Tim obviously doesn't have the the skills and the footwork and the ability of say a Bud.
Yeah, yeah.
He's he's 100 miles off that, but it's something that should have
I'm
been
a,
worked on. Like I said, 6 or 7 years ago, if he'd been working on. I mean, I'm not saying he was ever going to be as can be as, but if yeah, 6 or 7 years
I'm
ago,
a.
if they had a different coach, that he could have worked on shit.
Here's the thing, and I'm about to. And y'all know I'm a Bud fan. I'm finna be real fucking honest with y'all. Bud looked good because of his IQ.
Yeah,
The shit he do is not like extravagant. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
He don't throw big uppercuts. He don't do all the flashy shit. He does what's necessary to win the fight. And that's his
yeah,
greatest attribute. He'll sit there and let you get off 2-3 rounds, like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. When I went back and actually, left the excitement from being on here with y'all, and I went back and I watched it again today. And every time I watch it, I see something new. And guess what it be? The most basic fucking shit
yeah,
ever. Every
yeah,
time you know what killed Canelo in that fight? Every time Canelo do a lead hook, left hook to the body, it was just he did. Remember what I used to say on here before this fight. What is Canelo's greatest attribute? What is he king of? Catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Catch and shoot. And he took it from him. He started doing it to Canelo. Every time he threw
Yeah.
to the body, he just went straight up. He'd do a right cross. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Every
counter
time.
punching was.
Counter punching. And it was the thing was, it was the most simplest shit. It wasn't nothing he
Yeah.
didn't really get leverage on, but it was enough
Yeah.
to make Canelo like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of it, they weren't real hard punches. He was just basically, touching him.
Yes. And
But it all still counts.
Yeah, and he kept knocking at the door, making a reset, knocking at the door, knocking at the door. Here comes Canelo
Yeah.
with a lead hook. Boom,
And that
and
lateral movement too,
Yeah. It was, but it's not, like I said, he does what's necessary. He doesn't think about, oh, I want to look real good in this fight. No, I just want to fucking win. I'm gonna do what it takes to win. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all Bud does. You know what I mean? Now Bud ain't got the fucking pizzazz where like Mayweather want to look real sharp with the shoulder roll and catch you off of that shit, and they look real pretty. Fuck all that. He gonna find out your weaknesses and dog you with it. And that's what he did. That's how he beat Canelo, bro. It was strictly he kept his foot on the outside, and the motherfucker goddamn me. It was all catch and shoot.
Yep. And when I went back, I've watched that fight probably 4 times now. I've watched it every day. I think just about every day after work when I've got home. And I've and if Punch is listening, I've redone my scoring. And I probably was a little overzealous giving rounds to Canelo. The last one I watched, I gave it 9-3 to Bud.
That's what I ended up with, 9-3. I said that last show. I ended up 9-3. And I said the first round still was kind of tough. I said if I want to be nice, I can get that to Canelo, and it'd be 8-4. But really, it was 9-3. It just it was what it was, and people acting like Bud did something so his achievement is spectacular, but the way he did it in this day and age, because everybody's trying to be that guy and stand out. Bud is winning off of his IQ and the basics. That's it.
Yeah, you can almost see him think. His mind's ticking over while he's in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But another thing I did pick up on was his right foot was always on the outside of Canelo's
that's
left
how you
foot.
win the battle.
And that's so I kept thinking to myself, why the fuck isn't Canelo trying to get his left foot on the outside of Bud's right foot? But I don't know whether Bud's got longer legs. I mean, I know they're similar height.
Canelo don't fight southpaws. That was Spence' problem. You know that's why.
But we've talked about this before. When you're fighting the southpaw, it's half the battle is that battle of that foot.
The feet.
You got to get your foot on the outside.
That's how you trap a
otherwise
southpaw.
you can't. You're almost punching across your body.
That's right. Now only that you trapping. If I keep my feet out there, say I land a punch right, and he try to get away, most likely he gonna try to roll out. He can't roll out that way. So now you're finna roll into some more punches. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you notice, every time Bud would tap, 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 and he would just like tap, Canelo get tired of tapping, and as soon as he swing low, Bud will throw. If he swing low, Bud will throw a right cross, boom, and then he roll out that way his foot was on. He can get clean away. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or he can roll out with another hook. Or whatever.
But at no stage in that fight did Canelo get his foot to the outside.
No.
But not the last time I watched it, but the second last time I watched it, which was probably on Wednesday, I think. That's the main thing I concentrated on was the feet. And at no stage in that fight did Canelo get his foot to the outside. Or outside Bud's right foot.
Right.
Not once.
Yeah, you're right, aircraft carrier. That 75 arm reach played a part. But really, though, he frustrated the fuck out of him because, like, it was one, he did it one time. I can't remember what round was. He knocked at the door. Canelo went down. Man, Bud, he thought that jab was going to come all the way back, and Bud turned it into a hook and knocked the shit out of his ass. I said, what the fuck? But that was like the only spectacular thing that Bud did that whole fight to me, bro. Besides trading with him, of course, because I didn't expect him to trade. But I'm talking about everything he did. Like, he was blocking, and a lot of them body shots, he was blocking them. He was literally blocking them. But that's how he knew with his swing. As soon as he felt it, wow, he'd just take off on him. And that's why he'll do it and get out of trouble. But
Canelo seemed to be slow as hell to me. I don't know if I've ever seen him look so slow, except for that skull fight. He looked slow as well. But Bud, there was one. Bud had his back on the ropes. So he wasn't in a corner, but he was close to a corner.
Yeah.
And you could see Canelo was coming in and the right hand was telegraphed that much that he started swinging it, and Bud just ducked under it, switched
Yep.
out behind him, and Canelo turned around and got whacked.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that's Bud thinking, I guess. He can see that coming, you know. It's like you said, his IQ.
Yep. Aircraft Cow said Canelo was plotting, so he gave away his leverage and balance. Canelo was doing. I'm gonna tell you something. I want to say it was round 3 and 4. Round 3 and 4. He finally started landing them arm punches. Right. He was trying to, as Bud was moving around, he'd throw one and land it. Right.
Yeah,
But he kind of gave up on it. And then round 5, that was Canelo's best round. Round
yeah,
5, that was Canelo's best fucking round. Rounds at the end of that round, Bud landed a 2-piece and rolled out. Whop whop. And rolled out. I said, oh yeah. And then in round 6, that's when like Bud turned the fuck up. Like, oh, I think I can trade with this fool. He started 2-piecing him. Like stand there, boom, 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 and move out. Boom, boom, boom. Then it
yeah,
turned to 3. And then like he really frustrated the hell out that man. That's what it was. It wasn't
yeah,
like he beat him up. He just frustrated him. Like, I can't do nothing with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got an
yeah.
answer for everything I
And
throw.
it's not like he was running like Skull either. I mean, you could see Canelo was getting frustrated with that Skull, but he was
Yeah,
basically just running around the ring, whereas Bud wasn't doing that. He was just outpointing him and
yeah,
frustrated. I think what was it, round 9, when you could see when Canelo would sort of shake, well, not shake his head, but he'd turn his head. You could see he was frustrated, you know. Then he
yeah,
started
yeah,
punching his thighs or his his own ribs, sort of thing. Which,
yep.
fuck, what the
Like,
fuck?
what the
I
fuck
can't
is
do
this
nothing
shit?
here.
Yep.
But
And,
he was mentally shot. That's
yeah, that's
you're
what it
going in the
was.
head by then.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it
Um,
was. And then if
yeah,
his coach told him, whatchamacallit told him, he said, don't get mad, don't get discouraged. You just in the fight with a good fighter.
yeah,
They told him in his corner during the fight.
yeah.
Don't get mad. Don't get discouraged. You're just in a fight with a good fighter. You got this.
That's
But I'm
right.
gonna
It's
tell you,
like Canelo spat the dummy out, you know, or pacifier as you used to call them.
yeah,
And once you do that, you're gone. You're done.
mhm. But I tell you this, he let go of his success. He was having success with that fucking straight right hand. I don't know why Canelo stopped doing that shit, but he was catching Bud. He caught Bud like 3 or 4 times with a straight. Bud ate that motherfucker though like shit. But that was
Yeah,
and you can't just, when you fighting a boxer, you can't win a fight with one punch at a time. That was his biggest problem. He was looking for the gusto. He was looking for that punch. Like he really believed in his mind, this dude light in the ass. I'm finna hit him with one, he going down. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. It was either the left to the body or the left upstairs or straight right. Like it just wasn't, you couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said that. Remember I said that my when I told y'all what Bud can't do, those damn defense that he get lackadaisical with that fucking defense. It scares the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he beat him with basics, bro. Everything was catch and shoot. Everything was catch and shoot, and that's what Canelo's good at. But if you notice, the reason Canelo couldn't get no catch and shoots off, because Bud was not committing to a jab. He was just knocking at the door. We call it knocking at the door, like you barely tapping him. You know what I'm saying? Barely tapping him. I don't want to throw nothing hard because then I'm overcommitting. Then he get off on me. You know what I'm saying? He was barely tapping to make him. He was just agitating to make him want to swing, and he fell for this shit, bro. It was a smart fight, and you're right, aircraft carrier. He don't fight the same way twice, but that's why people want him to look pretty, but he just does what it takes to win. You get what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
it. If this is working, this is what I'm doing. You switch up and I peep it, now I'm finna do this. You know what I mean? That's why the circle got tighter and tighter. Go back to the first and second round. Bud was always in vicinity to strike, but the distance closed each round. Each round. Once he felt Canelo power, he said, "Okay, I know I can't take too many of them motherfuckers, but I got to figure this shit out." And he got closer and closer, knocking at the door. He said, "Oh, he just want to take my head off," and it started looking like Bud was playing with him. You know what I'm saying? He would just tap his gloves, tap his gloves, tap his gloves. Tap. As soon as he go to the body, boom, right cross. Tap his gloves, he'll tap his gloves. Here come one up top. He hit him. He come with a straight, and then go to Canelo body. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't
I
think
remember
none of it was
hearing.
ugly though.
I remember hearing Bomac say that they've been studying Canelo for
For
quite a
years,
few years,
and it made
and
sense.
it fucking looked like it too. So he
Yeah,
said the same thing about Spence. He said we've been
yep,
studying him for years,
yep,
and that looked like it too. You know, they just
yep,
had no answer,
yep.
either of them.
And it made sense because after the fight, it had came out that Bud had been asked to fight Canelo since 2003. I mean 2023. The WBO president was like, "Nah, bro, you ain't ready." And he was like, "I'm serious. I want to fight Canelo, bro." So he had been asking. So the whole story they gave us, Bill Haney said that is the fight for him, but Bud was before Bill had even told him to fight him. He had already been asking about him.
Yeah,
And the
but what shocked? What?
WBO on Twitter came out and congratulated him on like you was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they had to, didn't they?
Oh
But
yeah,
what
right.
shocked me what shocked me was when they got in the ring and they got all their kit off and they just had their trunks and their gloves on. The size of fucking Bud's back.
Yeah. Wide back ass.
He was fucking big, eh? But
Hey.
I thought Canelo was gonna make him look small. He looked
Nah,
bigger than
no, he was big.
like bigger back, bigger
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah.
He looked really and yeah.
And I
I
was
mean,
just shocked. I was shocked that he could move with all of that. That's what
yeah,
fucked
yeah.
me
I
up.
was too. That was my whole point. Was how's he going to be able to move with all this extra weight and
He did it for
it
12
proved that it
rounds.
wasn't a fucking problem.
Yeah. He did it for
I mean,
12
he's
fucking
obviously
rounds.
wasn't as quick and sharp as he was at say 40 or 47, but that's going to be the case because
Right,
he's
right,
bigger.
right.
Um, I just thought that Canelo was going to be look like a little tank. Compared to what Bud was going to come in at, and Bud looked bigger than him to me. You know what I mean?
No, he did. He did.
I couldn't believe the size of
I
his
think
back and his
because I think
what
I
do they
said
call
that
these
during the
muscles that
stream.
go from your shoulder to your neck? They
Yeah.
pecs. Fuck, they
yeah,
were huge.
I think I said that during the stream. I said, "Damn, fucking Bud got a wide ass back." I said,
Fucking
"Shit,"
no.
because I was like, because y'all know how I feel about them wide back motherfuckers. Like them motherfuckers punch, goddamn, me the big back motherfuckers. I was like, "Oh
But
shit."
how hard has he been working over the years to keep himself at
Well, you gotta think too, though. That come
140 and 47?
well. See,
Far out.
I was explaining to somebody this today earlier. I was like, I don't think he was weight bullying. Probably a little bit. I don't even want to call it weight bullying. I think the weight caught up with him at 147. When he was
Yeah,
at 135, 140, age catch up with you, bro. Your body
yeah,
just
for
not
sure.
gonna let you be that small. Now, when he was back then, 135, 140, it probably was no fucking problem. Once he got to 147, he got a little bit further into that shit. That shit start taking its toll on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah.
my
Well,
body saying no, because age.
he said himself after the Spence fight that 147
Yeah,
was
he says a
becoming a
wrap.
problem for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think age. I think it was age. I don't think he was always meant to be this big. It's just the age catch up with you, bro.
yeah. But yeah, I was just stunned at how good he looked and how well he moved with the
Yeah,
extra
man. I
weight.
mean, but that shows the athleticism. He's just a natural athlete, bro.
But it shows he must be. I mean, he's obviously really disciplined. He don't drink, he don't smoke, he don't party.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, he's but to keep himself at those lower weights for so long, he must have had a massively fucking um, disciplined lifestyle.
Oh yeah, 100%. He a gym rat too. He stay in
Yeah,
he stay in the gym. He stay athletic, and then all the videos you see him, he fucking with the younger kids,
yeah,
right? The younger guys. So that keep him agile. You know what I'm saying? He not messing with people his age. He wrestling motherfuckers in their 20s. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Trying to
listened to an
prove them
interview
wrong.
this morning. Was his cousin? He was on interviewed by Angry Man podcast. I think it's called.
Uh huh.
Not the angry white man thing. It
Yeah, I know
was
you're talking about the two
the
guys,
black. Yeah,
black dudes.
and yeah, two black American blokes. Yeah,
Yeah.
and well, the main one anyway. He was interviewing Bud's cousin, and he said when we were little, he said we'd be out in the streets and we'd be fighting and carrying on and whatnot. He said we got to ask. First thing we did was went home and got Bud. He said even if the bloke was bigger, Bud would come out and just belt them.
Whoop 'em.
You know, when they
Belt
were
the
kids, you
ass.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said he was
That was his
always like that.
tenacity, man. That's what that's what that neighborhood built. That's what I tell people. Like, and also I think it got something to do with that sign. I don't know what sign that is, but my sister him born on the same day, bro. You can't tell them what they can't do. The minute you tell them what they can't do, they finna prove it to you that they can. Like that's all the motivation they need. You should never told me I can't. You know what I'm saying? And that's something me and my sister got in common. You can't tell me that what I can't do. You crazy? I know what the fuck I can do. Or whatever. But
Yeah.
like, I think it's a bit of that too. That chip on his shoulder.
His birthday's in September, isn't it? Like, because I think he
The
said it was in
28th.
a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
28th. That's
So I
my
think he's
sister's
the
birthday.
same star sign as my son. My son's September the 15th. I think. So it might be Capricorn, maybe.
No, Capricorn is that's February and January. No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
December. That's December and January because my daughter born January, the beginning of January. My oldest.
Okay.
She a Capricorn.
Yeah, that's my wife and daughter are early January. Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
like,
Anyway,
but
I know
no,
what my
like
star
that's a
sign is.
chip.
That's about fucking it.
That's a chip. Like, it started with them stories, and that's a good thing I appreciate too, though. Like how you can see where he gets tenacity from with how his mom talks, and she used to tell him, "You ain't gonna be shit. You ain't tough," and he always felt like he wanted to prove that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He used to win his fights, like you see that? Like look at his mama, like nah, like you know what I'm saying? Like I did it, not in a bad way, but like they had that type of relationship. But like you know what I mean? I mean that chip
Yeah.
carried on, and then not only that, you carrying the chip on the weight on your not that the weight on your shoulders, bruh. The
Yeah.
weight on your shoulders of where you come from. People look at Nebraska and they think of cornfields, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them. And I live here. I'm like, shit, I thought wasn't nothing but fucking cornfields in fucking Nebraska. I ain't know nothing about no damn Nebraska, you know. And then people think Nebraska ain't shit, and he like, I'm representing. Like, ain't no way y'all think we ain't shit. You know, they care. All that shit helps, believe it or not, in a fight sport. You know what I'm saying? Even in any sport. Like I tell everybody, man, hey man, embrace the hate. Use that shit to
Yeah.
drive your ass, man.
I'd never even heard of that joint.
It
Where's he
it
from? Oklahoma, isn't it?
Oklahoma,
Nebraska?
Nebraska, bro, and
I'd
that
never
shit.
even heard of that joint until the Big Bang Theory came out. And the only
Oh,
reason
there
I
you
remember
go.
it is because Penny was from fucking there
Right.
on the,
My
in the show, a character in the show.
the only time I hear about Nebraska is when college football starts. That's it, bro. Like I've never said, "Hey, you want to go to Nebraska?" I've never said that. Like you know what I mean? But like he carried that weight, man. Suits to him though because the other great that come from there is Bob Gibson. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals. They changed the rules because of him in baseball.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they lowered the mound by like 3 inches and shit.
Yeah.
Cause he was just pitching shutout after shutout on motherfucker. He had two. They was saying he had too much leverage. The players started fucking
Oh,
complaining and
okay.
shit, and all
Yeah,
stuff
right.
was. He was a bad motherfucker, bro. He was a
What the hell
bad
is a
motherfucker.
cardinal?
It's a bird.
Oh, okay.
It's a red bird.
Yeah,
It's
right.
red and it got like a black
'Cause I
beak.
know there's a football team with the Cardinals too, isn't it?
Yeah. They used to be here. We used to have the St. Louis Cardinals football team and the St. Louis Cardinals, and we got the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team.
Because I was looking at some NFL stuff. Um, fuck, I think it was this morning. Come up on
Yeah.
Facebook. They did some AI thing where they turned stadiums into the mascots,
Oh,
or
okay.
made them look like the mascots of the teams.
Yeah.
And I was a bit disappointed they didn't do the Philadelphia Eagles, but this Cardinals thing come up, and I figured it must have been a bird or something because it had like red wings coming out
Yeah.
over the
Yeah.
roof.
It's a bird. It's a bird, and
Yeah.
the Cardinals they went to Arizona. They left here, went to Arizona, and then we took the
Ah,
Rams
okay.
from LA. So we ended up having the St. Louis Rams. Now we don't have a football team here.
Oh, I
The
think that's
Cardinals,
who the Eagles play next. The Rams.
the Rams, the LA Rams.
I think
Yeah.
so. I was looking at the schedule the other day after I messaged Nine to ask him, being tongue in cheek, I said to him, "Who did the Eagles play last week, Nine?" I can't
I
remember.
don't even
Could you tell
remember.
me how the game went? Well, they played the Kansas City Chiefs
Yeah.
and beat them 20-17, I think.
Oh damn, word. I know I
Yeah.
be having the scoring screen, but I wasn't paying no attention.
As soon as I
Uh,
spotted that, I messaged Nine straight away.
Oh, that's right. The running back from Green Bay was from Omaha, Nebraska. But see, that's my team, bro. But like I said, boxing my first sport, bro. I can't tell you where the fuck they from. I can't tell you what school they went to, aircraft carrier. I can't tell you. Like you gotta talk to RC. RC is like the fucking almanac of football, bro. I swear to God, he's like the thesaurus, whatever, all that shit, dictionary. He's all of that
Tell you
when it
one thing
comes to
I
football.
noticed, Slick, was that I think only because what is there's two divisions in there, like NFC and AFC or something,
Yeah, and they used to be separate.
and the the Eagles are in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cowboys are in there, and I think RC's
New Orleans.
team, New Orleans, I think they're in there. But I
They
think like
get
your team, Punch's team, are in the other one, the AFC.
yeah, yeah,
So they don't cross over at all during the season.
yeah. They no, not till
No,
playoffs.
yeah, not till
Not till
playoffs. Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Chappelle, what's good, bro? Ryan Frazier in the house. What's good, my man? Boxing talk up north, man. Make sure y'all check out my boy. He got a good show, man. Good show,
Fuck yeah,
bro.
that's a
I
show I
love
got
his
to.
show.
I've written it down a few times, and then because I write it on my newspaper and then chuck the newspaper out.
Yeah, this the guy. This
Yeah,
my guy that I won the Deontay Wilder glove off behind me.
yeah. I've seen
That's
Ryan.
what's up.
I've seen him on I don't know. I've seen him on another show.
He
Can't
be on
remember
the
which
boxing
one.
voice sometime.
The boxing voice. That'd what it be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I watch that every day.
Yeah,
Him and Coach Malachi.
yeah, yeah.
I
I catch
usually
him when
listen
I
to.
can, but I like Ryan and
I listen to them because they're on when I go to at work sort of thing.
yeah,
Gives me something that distracts my mind from the fact that I'm actually at fucking work and
time,
it's annoying
right?
the hell
The
out of me.
time and shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Facts, facts, man.
Hey, God bless you all. What's going on? What's up in the big world, everybody? What's up?
What's going on, Rob? What's
Mr.
up with you?
Jenkins, how are you?
I'm blessed and pray that you are as well. I feel like $1 billion, guys, because it's been proven time and time again that I am one of the greatest boxing analyzers in the history of boxing.
Oh my God! Here we go,
Hey, there was
bro.
wasn't a TKO.
But it could have been. It was so possible. He rocked and wobbled Canelo so many times, man. Like he could
He
have
did it
actually got the
twice.
stoppage. That was
He
so
did it
awesome.
twice.
That fight
But
was a 9 or 10 out of 10, man.
that was a good ass fight. It was a good
That was a good
fight.
fight.
People trying to downgrade it, but it was a good fight, bro. Like
Yeah,
you
that
know
was
what you
an
was looking at. It
amazing
was a
fight,
very
man.
very intelligent fought fight, and that's a fight I could see coaches showing. You know what I'm saying for the years to
Yeah,
come.
coaches like
Not
showing
because
that
of
to like
Bud,
the
like the
people
shit
who
he
are.
was doing though, like to be that
Yeah,
intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's using your
Yeah, he
tools,
wasn't
bro.
like you said. He was just tapping at times. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying
Yeah,
to blast Canelo out of there. You know what I mean? He was
right.
because
He
like you
was
said,
trying.
if you
He was
overcommit, then
baiting
Canelo
him.
going to get you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was baiting
that's
him,
Yeah, I don't
something
bro.
know.
I said in the chat earlier that I just cannot for the life of me I can't understand this hate for Bud. And they all seem to be big Tank fans. I mean, whether they were Spence fans as well, and that's where it's come from, I don't know. These other YouTube channels, and their followers that are Tank fans. I don't know what I can't understand the hate for Bud. I can't.
It's because I said it, man, for years on this channel. He's not supposed to be here. The Midwest get looked at as fish. It's very, and the cold part about it, they get a lot of fish from here, but most of your legends come from the Midwest, and I never understood that. And like,
But the thing that
he,
really does my head in is none of these people are white. None of them are fucking Mexican. They're all black Americans.
man,
I,
it's a lot. Man, let me tell you
I
something.
can't understand it.
Today, I heard the most. The Mexicans are saying he cheated, right? I ain't heard nothing from white folks for real. They just be like, he did a great job, X, Y, and Z. But like black folks, oh my God, they tripping. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with y'all? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not understanding. I'm not saying you supposed to be like, yeah, that's our guy, yeah. No, but if you don't care, just don't make shit up just to have a point. Don't make shit up just to have shit to hate on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Just
Yeah,
let
yeah.
yeah.
this shit be,
There's
bro.
one
Just let
person
it
in
be.
particular. One person in particular, and I'm not going to say his name, but he is. This man is fucking out of his mind. The other day, he's telling everybody that he's met the presidents, last few presidents, and he's fucking got fucking CIA that look after him. Mate,
Oh my goodness.
he's got to be on some wicked drugs. That bloke, I tell you. He
That's crazy.
It ain't slick.
Hey Chappelle, that's for you right there at the bottom. He said, "Tell Mark the Shigos can go to hell, bro." That's from
yeah,
Chappelle.
yeah. I was reading that. That's okay,
Hey,
Chappelle.
slick.
Yeah. What's up,
Oh,
Rock?
it's gonna say everybody too, but I just wanted to say that Christmas is coming up, and for Christmas, you know what, I'm gonna give Nine and Casino something that they've always wanted, something that they need, something that they yeah that they need basically.
What's that?
Some good boxing analysis.
Oh my God, this dude's stupid, bro. This dude's stupid, bro. But no, like,
And
no.
they're gonna be like, you shouldn't have. But okay, so but the thing is,
He said
I
you
don't know
shouldn't have.
why. I don't know why people even had Canelo over Bud. Like they should question their boxing knowledge, man, because
No, you
Bud is
gotta think.
phenomenal at every aspect of boxing.
You gotta think. You speaking from a fan's perspective or from a boxing perspective or just watching the shit. I gave Canelo the same grace I gave um
Errol Spence.
Evolve.
Oh,
I told the world, everybody it was all these headlines. If Canelo lose, it's an upset. I said, how the fuck is it an upset if you go up a weight division and take on the king? That's not an upset. You should get your ass whooped, right?
right.
I said the same thing about Bud. If Bud take his ass up and find out fire is hot, he should lose, right? But here's my thing. In the essence of all of that, you have to congratulate the person that accomplished it, but you also don't diminish the motherfucker for trying. You get what I'm saying? So
Exactly. For
I
Darren to
didn't
be great.
diminish Canelo because if I diminish Canelo, then that means Canelo's not a viable opponent for Bud. I'm not gonna do that. You went up and you tried to be great. You did your thing. I am not mad at that at all. You lost to Bivol. He was a king at 175. I'm not mad at that. If Bud would have lost, I wouldn't have been mad if Bud lost. But see, people would have drug Bud for this shit because people got a bad disdain for Bud, and it's because they know he not. But he's the guy that defied the odds. Think about it. Just hear me out for a minute. He come in 135 on the lowest tier of money on HBO. Gets a grand opportunity at 135 to fight Breedis Prescott. Breedis Prescott was supposed to be that dude, right? They were talking, I'm talking ranting Ray. Breedis Prescott gonna be the next legend. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Even Roy Jones said it. Okay?
Right.
Guy got sick. The night of the fight. I'm talking right there. It's on TV. Damn, Breedis ain't got a fucking opponent. Bud said, I do it. He said,
Yo.
no, man, you 135, man. He said, I don't give a fuck. I can do it. Got in there and beat the fuck out of Breeze Prescott. Roy Jones stamped. He was the first person to. I know Tim said at the sparring thing, right? But on TV, Roy was the first person to stamp him. He said, this kid right here, he gonna be there. He gonna be the next dude. Bob immediately signs him because he wasn't signed at the time. Signs him. Get him fight after fight 135. This when he had the dreads. Cuts his hair. He goes up to 140. Start doing damage. He start calling out Pacquiao. Pacquiao. So much that he forced Bob, put him between the rock and the hard place. I forgot what fight it was. And he was like, I want to fight Pacquiao. And he was talking to the commentator dude. And the commentator said, well, is that going to happen? And Bud looked at Bob. The commentator looked at Bob. And, you know, Bob spent it. So after that, he on his third belt. He was like, I want Pacquiao, bro. X, Y, and Z. Bob finally comes out and say, you know, my guy, I don't know what he gonna do, but I don't want to get my friend hurt type shit. Now we got Bob and Terrence at wits. Bob like, fuck it, gonna be undisputed. Bet undisputed. But motherfucker, I want Pacquiao. Well,
Yeah.
fuck you then. Now, all this time, now mind you, the Pacquiao shit is important because people keep thinking that he went at Spence first. He didn't go at Spence first. He's always been trying to get the smoke. So him calling out, because during that time, Danny went up, right? So the big fish at 140 was Danny. Danny left. So he know the what he getting here, the body work he putting in here, people not gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? Hence,
Right.
the day he beat was it John, whatever the fuck he was, beat him for the last belt. He immediately dropped him the next day. He didn't even waste time. The next day he dropped him and said, I'm going to 147. Where you at, Earl? Fuck it. I can't get that motherfucker. I want Earl. Now, before he said that, the reason he said that, I'm going to tell you. Pacquiao was in town, right? He said, Pacquiao, you coming back? You coming back? He said, I don't know. They said, if you come back, who you going to fight? You want to fight Terrence Crawford or Tank? He said, I probably fight Tank.
Oh,
So
wow.
right there, that made, and I'm not making that up. You can look it up. That made Bud be like, all right, well, fuck it then. Earl, what's good? Cross the street, go up. That man said, you ain't got nothing. You ain't got this. And you on the other side of the street. Blah, 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 blah. The whole 147 was saying it. So we not going to just put it on Earl. Keith Thurman said it. Earl said it. Charlo said it. Everybody was saying it. The whole PBC, 147, they was like, nah, bro. We don't give a fuck about you, bro. You ain't shit. So guess what? He put one last shot in for fucking Pacquiao. He goes to Australia and beats who? Jeff Horn. People hated that fight, but they didn't want to give him his props on the fight. Jeff Horn was like the size of fucking light heavyweight. He made that shit look easy. Got that fucking belt. And now he's like, I got a fucking belt. What the fuck's good? No.
Yeah, that was
Now
fire what he did with Jeff Horn.
Yeah. Now he goes to Jeff Horn. Then he gets these other fucking fights. He's knocking everybody the fuck out. So that's scaring him. Like, this little motherfucker came out. He's sleeping people. What the fuck? He can't be knocking everybody the fuck out. Then he get then now it gets undeniable where the fight got to fucking happen. Bud gets so fucking like, man, I want to prove myself. See, this is shit people don't want to mention. Then prove it. Bud want to prove himself so bad he went and found the fucking money.
Yeah.
He went and found the money. Hey, we can get paid $20 million a piece, bro. We can go do this, bro. Was it in America? Aircraft carrier? It might have been.
Aircraft carrier is back. That guy, he needs to go see an optometrist and a psychiatrist.
But at the end of the day, $20 million a piece. Al Heyman calls Bud. Ain't no two fighters ever made a deal, and it ain't gonna happen now.
No, that fight was in Australia, aircraft carrier.
Okay, and then Bud goes online and says, Earl, I thought you was a fucking boss. You can't be a motherfucking boss. If your boss just called me and told me two fighters ain't gonna make a motherfucking deal, and I'm telling him I got the fucking money.
Wow.
Now, moving on from that, once Earl heard that, Al Heyman puts the call in and say, you gonna fight Keith Thurman, Earl. Earl said, no, the fuck I'm not. Earl makes the fight happen. Salutes to Earl for that. Right? Beats Earl. People still don't want to give him fucking props. Even though he was whooping ass at motherfucking goddamn 147. Beat a rival opponent in Sean Porter in a better fashion. And they still was like, oh, that was a Sean Porter 1 foot in, 1 out. Okay, fine. He gets the fucking Earl. Beats Earl. Oh, he had a car accident. He had this is that third.
It was all kinds of excuses.
So it's like you won't give him his fucking props, bro. He's always been walking towards the smoke, bro. He ain't never walked. They want to make it seem like he's never, like, you gotta think about it. Keith Thurman was in hiatus at the time. Where the fuck was he at? Nobody fucking knows. You know what I'm saying? Earl had just beat what's the Cuban name? Fucked his eye up, beat him. So it was like, what I'm gonna beat him, and it wasn't no use to fight him because he had just beat him. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to fucking Earl, beat the fuck out of Earl. Y'all say he was in a car accident, but nobody want to talk about. He looked damn good them 2 fights previously, but it's all good. Moving on from fucking that, go to 154. People now still after watching the Canelo fight don't want to understand that it was a strategy. It was a strategy because that guy could possibly have Bud number. Y'all want to sleep on Magic Mike talking about he had 11 fucking fights, but Bud had to stick on him like white on rice because if he didn't, he kept catching that fucking straight right hand, bro. Madrimov was
Yeah,
so
every now
young,
and then he would
so
get hit.
he had to figure it out. Bud figured the fuck out and pulled the fight out. Yeah, guys, thank you, Chappelle. Right? So he figured the fuck out. But they want to say, oh, look at the weight on him at 154. Oh, this and that. And the power, blah, 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 blah. Power my ass. Did you see Madrimov face the day before? I mean, a day after?
Yeah, and Madrimov even said that Bud has more power than Virgil.
Yeah, that shit was fucked up. So then you move. Now he said, you know what? If I go to 168 and pander and play around, I'm fucking 38, bitch. Father Time is undefeated. I want to take on the boss. If not, I'm going to retire. If y'all remember, Turkey had already said Bud was talking about retirement. He didn't know what he was going to do. And he said also in the interview, Bud came in and said, I want a big fight. I've been wanting to fight Canelo. If you give me Canelo, I'll stick around. He got him fucking Canelo. He beats fucking Canelo. And
He
people
whoops and he made it look easy.
Yeah, but they pretend as if he wasn't always trying to go to smoke. But when they go to, he don't have the names. He don't have this. But after beating Canelo, it's safe to assume if he did get them names, who would have whooped him? So it's just like
nobody.
Exactly.
So like, come on, man. Like, just give. I ain't say you got to celebrate him. You could just pat him on the back, say good game. That's it.
You got to give him his flowers. Fuck.
Give him his flowers, bro. Like,
yeah, everybody was going against him. Everybody on this channel, but me and Slick were going against him.
And look, like I said, it's always two
and Punch.
And Punch, and it's always two.
No, Punch said he was going for Bud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Punch was going for Bud. Yeah.
But look, it's always two perspectives way of looking at things. People will sit there and say he don't got the names, right? But who the fuck you know through history just went straight to the final bosses and whooped their ass?
Oh, Henry Armstrong. That's about it.
Well, yeah, but that was back then. They fought for like pennies on a dollar.
Can I just jump in here?
I'm talking about as a choice. Who you know went straight to the final bosses and made it look easy, bro.
Did Sugar Ray make it look easy? Sugar Ray Leonard?
So what I'm saying is that's the way you look at things. You understand what I'm saying? Like people
want
to look at the negative side of shit.
Oh no, I could throw Usyk in there. Usyk didn't fuck around.
And guess what Usyk did? Went straight to the final bosses, didn't he?
That's right.
Give him his fucking flowers, bro.
And in their home countries too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I guess everybody was going against Bud, but me, Slick, and Punch. That's about it. Everybody else.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. You're right there. Hey, I just want to jump in there. Aircraft carrier. No, you're right. Jeff Horn did fight Bud in America. It was Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Horn, Manny Pacquiao. I was thinking that was in Australia.
That's what it was. They robbed Pacquiao.
Yeah. No, you're right. Aircraft carrier.
Wait, didn't Bud stop Jeff Horn?
Yeah, he stopped him.
Yeah. I think he did. Yeah, but it was in America. It wasn't in Australia. I said earlier that it was in Australia, but I was wrong. I was thinking of the Pacquiao fight.
And if anybody think I'm capping about Bud calling out, that was the last time Bud called out Pacquiao. After he got that belt and they was talking to him, he said, Pacquiao, come get your belt.
Yeah.
That was his words. Come get your belt. Because Bob wasn't going to do it. He got his belt. Now you come see me get your belt. So Bud always been trying to get the smoke. Always.
Yeah. Why does aircraft carrier need a psychiatrist? That's his question in there. I think it's to you, Rob.
He said round one.
I need a psychiatrist.
Oh, round one, did he? Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Did he?
I know. Round one, he needing a psychiatrist this week.
He probably think you're round one.
Oh, okay.
This ain't round one. This Rob, because I don't got I'll be having the names up there. But
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I did say earlier, aircraft.
But you're a Shakur fan, so you're the one that needs a psychiatrist.
No. Yeah, I did tell what's his name, aircraft carrier, that he needs an optometrist and a psychiatrist. I did say that. I
think you're the one that needs both of them. All right.
But
fucking Shakur.
The reason why I said that's because of his I don't know. He said a lot of inaccurate boxing stuff. That's why I said that.
I don't know about that. He's usually pretty spot on, aircraft carrier.
A lot. I like Eric Kirk. He talk shit and he be on his shit, and he ain't afraid to admit when he wrong. That's why I like Wayne. He control and he talk shit, and he talk truth. I don't mind. Everybody here talking
Yeah,
this
he's
shit.
pretty cool. I like him, but I was just
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Now for
Where's have we seen Mexican boxing #1? Has he been around?
he
Did
popped
he?
up last show and he didn't want to talk shit, nothing about no goddamn Canelo. He was talking about
That's what I was gonna say. Did he give Buddy's flowers?
he moved on to Ortiz and fucking Erickson Lubin. He didn't even want to talk nothing about no damn Canelo. He ain't mentioned nothing
Just
Canelo.
skipped straight over it. Never
Yeah, he
happened.
did. I said that's some shit. I said, come on, bruh. You gotta at least get the props. You can't do that. And then he eventually said good fight. That's all he put. Good
Yeah, I was
fight.
gonna say, if you're gonna throw it, you got to be able to take it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
eventually put good fight.
he sounded like an idiot. Round one. Round one sounded like an idiot.
Well, round one, man.
Yeah, he sounded like a moron. The biggest
Nah, man. Round one. Boots fan though. He got, and I ain't gonna lie. I was a person that had high hopes and boots at one point. It's just that I don't know. It's. I just think it's an era thing. Like now, I say like I think like these guys are the opposite of what I grew up on. Me and you had this long discussion, Rob, when you was on here. Like
Oh
they
yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
be
That was
told what
fire.
to
That was
do,
fire.
bro. Like they need to be told. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of them speaking up
Yeah,
and saying what the fuck they want,
yeah,
they'll ask you, what should I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you
yeah,
need to know what the fuck you want to do. Whatever. So like, so you got I feel like your Shakurs, your boots and things like that. Like you gotta tell them. Like Shakur, he's very headstrong, right? And he'll do what he want to do, but he needs somebody just as headstrong to say that's not the move, bro. Don't do that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no, but slick. He didn't do what he wanted. I mean, I guess he did with the Zepeda fight. I feel like, I guess he wanted to fight Zepeda style just to show
But you
everybody.
shouldn't do that. You should have got him the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, yeah. If he would have fought his
He put
own
himself
fight,
in. See, it's one thing when he fought the way he fought, and I was pissed because there was times he could have got the guy out of there, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now you just making decisions where like I see you can get him out of there. Now you fighting his fight and it's making you look lower than what you is. Why the
Exactly. That's
fuck
what I
you doing
felt.
that?
That's exactly what it
So
was.
like, so don't
Exactly.
do that. Like, fight your fight, give him the fuck up out of there. Fuck what people think.
I
Fight your fight and get him the
know.
fuck up out of there. But
Yeah,
you know
because
what
he
I'm
could have
saying?
stopped Zepeda.
And then you got like, he's always talking about Andre Ward. He's talking about Bud. These got headstrong guys that fight their fight despite what nobody says. You're the only one in
Exactly.
there fighting. The fans ain't fighting for you. Fuck the fans. And what did Shakur say after the fight? I
He
saw the
said, "I listen to
fans.
the fans."
Fans said I can't fight, so I showed them. No, fuck all
Yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
Who cares about the fans? Who cares about guys like aircraft carrier and stuff like that? Who cares what
Stop
they say? They
playing.
don't know
Yo,
boxing.
troll. You a troll too. Yo, yo, couldn't wait. But no, like, no, for real though, on everything though, like, just fight your fight, bro. And I see it. Other people, what's blinding the fans is you playing with people, Shakur. He's playing with people. Like, I see the fucking talent. I don't give a fuck about pillow hands. Y'all know that shit. Like I said, you can't be a fan of Sweet Pea Whitaker and talk about pillow hands. That
Yeah, and
motherfucker got
Shakur,
17 knockouts.
he don't even got pillow hands.
If he do, I don't care. You know, you're talking about his hands brittle and shit. I don't
Yeah,
give a
yeah.
fuck.
Okay, yeah. I know
If
I
you
know
a
what you
fan
mean.
of Sweet Pea Whitaker, go look his record up right now. If you don't know, you need to know it. And then you tell me, and he a legend. I don't give a fuck. If nobody could beat that motherfucker, he doing something right. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So fight your fucking fight, bro.
Exactly.
I was shocked. I was fucking shocked. I just got a new Ring magazine, bro. Yesterday. You see this dude on here?
Oh, you got it? Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen he
yeah.
took a picture of it in a
I
on the
get it every
story. He
month.
posted on the story.
I buy two. I go buy two every month. But I
Wow.
collect them and leave them in it because they come in like the shrink wrap. So I collect them. But like, I was shocked when I bought it. When I went there, I said, "Let me go see what the latest fucking magazine." So I went to Barnes and Noble. Shout out to Barnes and Noble. And I saw his face on there, and me being a fan, y'all want to know what the fuck? What I said in my head?
What would you say?
Why the fuck he on the cover? Swear to God, bro.
Yo.
Swear to God. That's what went through my head. Why the fuck he on the cover, bro? For what? Why? Cause like dude, you've accomplished feats and people don't even recognize your accomplishments because it's like it's not that it don't stack up, it's like you're making it not stack up, bro. Your arrogance is getting in the way of your success. Get these you don't get paid for overtime.
Right.
Get these man, ain't no way in hell the Pater should have laid their hand on him on them ropes like that. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Like he said, they say I can't fight. I think I proved them. Who gives a fuck? That's what the fuck got Devin Haney fucked up. Trying to prove the world he can fucking fight. Who gives a fuck? This is boxing.
No, exactly.
Get the fuck in there and fight your fucking fight. Guess what? Great boxers, if you go through I don't give a fuck who you name. Great boxers. And we're not talking about the fighters. Boxers, they all get hated until they retire, bro. Find me one that was loved. Find me one. Not even Ali. Ali was loved for what he did outside the ring. And that motherfucker, people did not like his mouth.
What about Marvin Hagler?
No, fuck no. They definitely hated his motherfucking. They did not like his ass.
But the thing that annoys me or gets me with Shakur is he'll stand there and and jab and maybe put a soft right hand on someone.
Yeah.
And then just stand there, stand back and grin about it. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Bro.
You've really done fucking nothing. You've really done nothing.
Bro,
but he looks so happy with himself.
Yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
You are so
Mark, he unleashes all kinds of combinations.
You are so
but it's
point.
Unleash the combinations and knock somebody the fuck out and then smile about it. Don't sit there and smile about it. You've just unleashed 5 punches on someone and they're still fucking standing there. That's nothing.
God damn it, preach, Mark.
I mean, not if it does damage, though. If it does damage, then he did do something.
No, because, like, I've come to the recollection, it's like he damn near in, like, sparring mode. Because when he smile, every fight, when he smile, it's like letting you know, like, oh, I got this motherfucker. But if you got him, get him the fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I ain't saying you gotta knock him out because a boxer's knockout is a TKO, basically.
Right, technically,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, get him, like, the last time I saw him dog walk somebody, real spit, was Jamel Herring.
What about Yoshino?
And I felt like, but what I'm saying is, no, the way he dogged Jamel. And I love Jamel. I do.
Me too.
I do.
Don't do that to Jamel.
I do. And now, for real. And I don't want to say like, cause like he's a dope fighter. I know people like.
Yeah, he was a champion. He beat Lamar Roach.
Dope, well, yeah, and he's a dope fighter, bro. Right, and he fought for this country. But at the same time, though, I'll say this: that fucking fight, I think it was a different level of person. He took it. Shakur took it personal because you gotta remember, Jamel Herring was a B&B fighter at the time, Bomac fighter.
Yeah.
So he was trying to prove to Bomac, I could beat your fucking fighter. And the way he stepped to Jamel Herring, bro, and did Jamel Herring, that's how he need to be doing all these motherfuckers. If I was Jamel Herring, I'd be like, why you ain't doing no motherfuckers like that? Why you do me like that, bitch? You could have took it easy on me too.
Oh, what Artem? Yeah, like he did Artem.
Like, dog, like, bro, like, and I know, I swear to God, this is, if Shakur see this, it's no slight to you, fam. It's just, I see the greatness. It's just that you giving people room to fucking talk, bro. And then when I want to defend you, people like Mark say shit that I gotta fucking agree with. Because it's the truth.
But Mark was wrong about the knockout thing. He should have said TKO.
Well, but the thing, right, that too, but I'm just saying something. Like it's not like people are against. Well, I will say that Shakur do got some legit haters, but I will say this: people like me see Shakur with the fast hands, the feet, the counter punching, right, and all that shit.
Right, guard manipulation, all that. Yeah,
like he has it. He know how to frame you up. all that shit. He has it. He fucking has it. And it's came to the point now. I got hear people tell me Keyshawn better than him.
Oh my gosh, what kind of bad boxing
And then,
analysis?
and then when I talk to people about Keyshawn, because I like Keyshawn too.
Me too, yeah.
But when I asked them between the two in fights, who looked more comfortable? Shakur do. So who gonna whoop who ass? Who gonna be on pins and needles? Who ain't? See, it's a difference. See, when you comfortable in what you do, dude, that's a harder feat than a motherfucker who's agitated, like nervous and agitated about what they want to do. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Keyshawn ain't got to that level of comfortableness yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit I pay attention to, bro. And I got argue with motherfuckers saying that they feel like Keyshawn will be Shakur. I don't believe that. I don't give a fuck how hard fuck Keyshawn hit. I don't give a fuck how big he is. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I truly believe Shakur got the smarts and skills to beat a motherfucking Keyshawn. 100%.
Yeah, and I don't even talk
Keyshawn
about
ain't had no real dominant, like.
Yeah, but
man,
Shakur will beat him by a boring ass 12-round fucking decision. He ain't fucking stopping nobody.
See that shit you just said? Guess what? I gotta fucking agree with it. Cause you ain't gave me an out. I can't pull nothing up to refute that since 130.
Yeah, I could pull a lot of I could pull a lot of things up.
Who?
I could pull up the Christopher Diaz fight. I could pull up
130, not 130. We talking 135. He in 135 now. Remember,
oh,
the
okay.
shit's talking came at 135.
I thought we were talking about overall.
See, this
and,
how it
and if
works.
he's gonna fight fucking Keyshawn, it's gonna be at 140.
Let me give you the rundown. People saw the greatness at 130, right?
Right.
When you become great, they're gonna hate. He moved to 135, bro. You gotta be able to silence the haters at that point. We saw the greatness. Now the hate's finna come. And now you ain't gave nothing to refute the hate. So the hate now is starting to seem like it's true.
So wait, so Slick, so you don't think that Yoshino and Padley fights were enough to refute the hate?
No, not Padley, but Yoshino, but people didn't know who Yoshino was, to be fair. We did, but they didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I love both of those fights.
Zepeda was a hype job. Zepeda is a hype job. Zepeda is another Golden Boy hype job. He's been putting there with fucking
Padley come in with 4 days fucking notice.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
look at the skills he generated. I mean, look at the performance he generated.
Zepeda was the one. Because Zepeda was the hype job. And to be fair, Zepeda was no better than a Padley. Zepeda was no better than fucking Yoshino. Let me tell you, he just threw a shitload of punches like he was hyped up on fucking Riddling. That's all the fuck he did, bro. That's all he did.
Better than Edwin?
They was all the talk about that motherfucker was he threw 1,000 punches. Did he land 1,000 punches, bitch? No. Who gives a fuck then? But that was the tagline. That was his moment. The hype was on him. You should have got his ass the fuck up out of there. And everything really would have been silenced, bro. You wouldn't be no hate. It'll be some hate, but it wouldn't be like Mark said anything right now. I gotta agree with him, bro. You ain't gave me no ammo. Like Casino's like, I ain't got no ammo, bro. You ain't give me no ammo to put my gun, bro, to defend you, bro. Like I said, I saw the ring cover and I was like, why is he on there, bro? As a fan, I should not have to, I was like, damn, I thought y'all gonna have somebody else on this motherfucker. Why is he on the front? This better be a good article, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No, Zepeda. No, even before the Shakur fight, Carrier, Zepeda was never that good.
No, the thing, see, this is the thing, aircraft carrier. You make your bones on what's my dude? What's his name, man? I had to say it like this cockeyed dude. Tevin Farmer.
Oh, okay.
And salute Tevin Farmer, man. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. That was the way I had to remember it, though, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm pretty sure you're used to it. But look, no, he made his bones on that, and people thought the rate of punches, if you go back and listen, the rate of punches he throws, oh my God, he just overwhelms you. I'm not overwhelmed if you're not landing shit.
Yeah.
I'm just a stickler for words, bro. Like, you're not gonna get me like that, bro. So when Shakur, I said, damn, Shakur, I get it, but damn, you picking on the weak. That's what my kid said. You picking on the weak, but I get it because he a hype job. It's gonna shut everybody the fuck up. Y'all say he throw a bunch of punches. I can't deal with nobody who can punch. Let's go. But he went in there with he pandered to the crowd, so to speak.
Right.
Listened to the fucking bullshit. He wanted to fight and counter and shit. He showed that he can counter, and fight and shit. But you should have got his ass the fuck up out of there, bro.
Right. If he fought his fight slick, he would have got a TKO.
Him. He would have got him, bro.
Yep.
He could have mixed that fight up he did with his style of fight and got
right.
the fuck up out of there, bro.
Right.
Just to even use his feet more. Man, Tjtp would have been dog tired. Like, what the fuck? All the fucking punches. The drugs would have went out of his system and knocked his ass out.
What's I haven't heard nothing about Keyshawn lately. That's going all very quiet, isn't it?
Don't nobody know what the fuck they're going because top rank. They on top rank.
Well, Slip, we already know that.
They don't got a home yet.
Well, we already know that. Yeah, and we already know that after Shakur beats Tjtp, he's going to give Keyshawn the belt.
Yeah, see, that's gay. I don't like.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Fuck, mate.
Yes, he's doing
that's fucking
doing
true. Say it again, Slick. That's the fucking. Don't apologize for saying the truth, man. That is fucking.
That's
fucking bullshit.
That's love.
That's gonna fucking give it. Nah, that's fucking bullshit. Why doesn't he just let? Why not? Why doesn't Keyshawn just fight him then and take the belt from him?
You already know because they're brothers.
Bullshit. No, fight. Tio.
And that's right, Aircraft.
Shakur's fighting Tio.
It's not guaranteed. That's right.
Yeah, but why? If he's just going to fucking hand the belt over, why doesn't Keyshawn just fight him?
Here's my thing.
Because they're brothers.
Here's my thing. Why give it up, period? It's 4
belts. Exactly.
There. It's 4 belts.
That's weak as piss.
4 fucking belts. It ain't just one. Keep the motherfucker.
But you can't just hand them over anyway.
Well, I can't help but feel.
But even if you could, that would even look weak as piss on Keyshawn's behalf for accepting the fucking thing.
Mark, you said weak as piss.
Thank you.
Yeah, weak as fucking piss, man.
I swear it is, bro.
That was hilarious.
Look at it like this. It's like you stepping on the Keyshawn toes. You know he's going to 140, right? The biggest smoke at 140 you could beat right now is who? Tio. So you want to go there and beat Tio before he do and take his shine? Why? Just take your ass to 140 then. Get that belt, get you a 1, he get the other 2, y'all run 140. If y'all never fight each other, so fucking be it. I don't give a fuck. The Klitschko's did it. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But why the fuck you want to win a belt and let it the fuck go? It ain't no guarantee. Guess what? The shit he sell y'all. He can't give it to fucking Keyshawn. It's up for fucking grabs.
Well, wait, he's not able to give it to
Keyshawn. It ain't no fucking guarantee you're going to beat Tio anyway. Like Aircraft Carrier said in the thing there.
I mean, but there is a guarantee.
Once he let
there's fucking not.
It's up in the air, bro.
That's right.
And guess who get another shot at that belt? Tio.
Exactly.
And guess who Keyshawn still got to fight?
Tio.
Are you fucking serious? So you just took the shine away from that whole fucking fight.
That's what I said. Why doesn't Keyshawn just go and fight him?
Right, bro. Like, dog.
This makes no fucking sense.
How you guys know that Shakur's not able to give it to Keyshawn after he beats Tio?
It's boxing. You can't
just fucking hand it over.
Why not?
Because it don't work like that. If he drops it, all he can do is drop the belt, and then it's up for fucking whoever the next 2 in line are to fight for the fucking thing.
But Shakur wouldn't have said that if he wasn't able to do it.
Oh God, Lord!
Oh my God! You can't.
He can't.
That's like Usyk saying, "Oh fuck it, I'm going to drop the belts and give them to fucking Parker."
There's way more.
You just can't fucking do it.
There's way more casual.
It's like WWE. He was going to give the belt to
Fuck! I thought you said that Aircraft Carrier needs to learn some fucking boxing. Fucking hell! If you don't know that.
You can be elevated, but what Keyshawn belt what belt does Keyshawn have to be elevated, bro? He can't be elevated.
He doesn't have any belt. That's why he's going to give one to him.
No.
He hasn't even had a fight at 140 yet. What do you think? They're just going to hand him a belt?
fuck?
Yeah, because
If
Keyshawn, he's already
do go up,
established.
if Keyshawn do go up, they may grant him special permission to fight for it. But guess who gonna get in that ring with him? It'll be T.O. because that will rate him number 2. T.O. will be above Keyshawn, bro, because he had the belt, he lost it.
Yeah.
Right now, T.O.'s number 1. He loses, he's number 2.
And for Tio not to get the shot, if fucking what's his name, Shakur, if Shakur beats Tio, and you know it's going to be over 12 round decision, he ain't fucking knocking
No,
nobody
he
out.
might get the TKO.
No, he fucking won't.
T.O. ain't gonna let him. T.O. not gonna let
No,
that
because
happen,
Tio's gotten beat up by Sandor Martin. He's got beat up by Claggett.
yeah,
Shakur is
they
going to
knock him out.
destroy.
The only way Tio would not get
T.O.
another shot at
moved.
that belt if Shakur won it and dropped it. The only way that Tio wouldn't get another shot at that is if fucking Shakur stopped him in say round 5 or 6.
Yeah,
And that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see Shakur doing enough damage to
but that's weak,
to make
bro.
Tio get quit on the stool.
Bro, that's weak.
Yeah, no.
You can't just give nobody. I'm gonna win it, and that's Keyshawn belt. What the fuck? Like this ain't a carnival winning a teddy bear for somebody. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
And that's how it should. That should
work.
I mean, I am not a big fan of these governing bodies just emailing some dude a fucking belt because he's got the rinky dink fucking Timu belt underneath it. They should have to. You should have to fight the next 2 best in that fucking sanction and bottom ranking. Should have to fight for that vacant belt.
Yeah.
None of this fucking emailing belts. And it does the fighter no fucking no favors. You get called. Yeah, I know, but it does. It's not a good look.
No, it's
for the
not.
fighter that receives it, you know what I mean? And most of them are a little bit embarrassed about it, you know what I mean?
That's right.
I remember when Tim got his email to him, he was a bit embarrassed about it, you know?
Yeah.
That's when he went and fought fucking Mendoza.
That right there, what Mark just said, everybody, that's part of it. That will make the game back more tough.
What will make the game?
Bestowing belts. Just elevating people. Quit elevating people and make motherfuckers fight for it. Let it be vacant until you get a proper fight for it, bro.
Yeah.
Make motherfuckers hungry and prove themselves. These guys
look at
elevate. Look at the
the bullshit Devin. The Devin had to listen to bullshit. Tim Zoo had to listen to bullshit. Even Tanks had to listen to bullshit because they've all been emailed belts without having to actually fight for it.
Yeah, make these motherfuckers want to earn it, bro.
Yeah, and even if Shakur doesn't get the TKO on Tio, I know it's going to be a grand quality performance. So that all that matters.
Yeah, it can be, but ain't no guarantee it be Tio.
It's going to have to be because Tio ain't no bum. He's no bum.
Tio can box though. He talk a lot of dumb
he's
shit.
good, but he's nowhere near Shakur's skill level.
Well, we'll fucking see about that.
The thing about Shakur, he got the height. He gonna have to reach. He got that for sure. But they said they agreed, so we gonna see if this shit really go the fuck down. But that motherfucker let that belt go. Boy, that shit gonna piss me the fuck off.
Wait, Slick.
Yeah, but he can let it go if he likes, but it's not going to get handed. He can't hand it. He himself can't hand it to Keyshawn. That'll be up to the governing body, and even if they email it to Keyshawn, that's bullshit. Because he's not even had a fight at the fucking division.
He had a fight. They can't email
that's
it
right.
to him.
wait,
on top of that, that's why I was saying when he let that belt go on that scale like that, that was your token to go up and go at the champ at 140. Now you don't even got that leg to stand on.
No.
Wait, Slick and Mark. The thing is, what about if wait, what was I going to? I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh.
Well, that shit happen when you talk about the Shakur shit.
See, you're boring yourself. You're boring yourself to death talking about fucking
Shakur, bro. Because I see it. I see the fucking talent. It burns me when I see talent, bro.
This is what I was gonna say, Slick and Mark. Okay, the reason why I'm excited about the Shakur Tio fight is this is gonna be the first time that Shakur is gonna fight somebody who has like their hand speed is somewhat as fast as Shakur's. So this is what makes it so interesting.
No, I get and got some feet too. Don't sleep on Tio feet. Tio got feet too, bro.
Yeah, because Shakur's always the fastest when he fights somebody.
And I'm just waiting on Tio like this. And for everybody that's watching me, I don't give a fuck what come out of his mouth. Fuck him. But as the boxer, if he get back to Gordo, hey, I know y'all heard that name. That fucking Tio is a bad motherfucker. Now, if he can come in that TO, and I think he know he gonna have to be. If not, he gonna fuck around and get stopped. That's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
and I love how you
that's
said
a big thing
stops.
with Tio is he fights down to his competition, but he fights up to his competition too. So
Yeah,
he might be
right.
up for this one.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that lackadaisical shit where Shakur won't get 2 punches off and wait on you, boy, you might catch some shit right back. I hope you got comfortable doing that shit. This is a fight where he gonna want to dominate because if it can't be a tit for tat. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
T.O., you gotta dominate T.O., bro. You gotta beat that shit up out of him, bro. You gotta do like Sando Martin. When they robbed Sando Martin, that man looked right in the camera and said, "Do I still got it?" He doubted himself. He didn't think he won that fight.
Yeah, because Sandor Martin beat him up. Like,
He beat him up.
Oh, you see there on your ticker, WBC, I think it is ordered an immediate rematch between Billy and Lester
Yeah, that's gonna be the
Martinez.
shit. That fight
yeah,
was
I was
dope,
That was a
going
man.
for
I
good
watched
Lester
fight.
in
that
that
one
fight
again
too.
too. I watched the Brian Adams fight and Boychuk.
That
I
was
watched
boring.
that. No, that fucking shit. What that motherfucker Brian Adams? That motherfucker. I can't wait to see him in another fight. He
Really?
made Boychuk look like
See, in
he
a way, he
was
got another
shit.
fight lined up too.
That's crazy. I thought that fight was boring.
He fight
Slick.
Picasso, huh?
I said I thought that Brandon Adams and Bochek fight was boring.
That fucking Brandon Adams. That shit was methodical. How he was throwing that shit. I
Yeah,
was like, what
yeah.
the
I went back and
fuck?
watched that on YouTube. I thought it was a good fight.
Hell yeah! I was like, what the fuck?
If you
This
thought that was a good
motherfucker,
fight, Mark, then you have no
I
authority
never
to
even
call
heard of
Shakur
that
more.
dude before.
bro.
God,
That Brian
come on.
Adams way he was throwing from the shoulders like that. That fucking Brian, that
Yeah.
way he was throwing for shoulders like that, bro. I'm like, it's a
Mark, you
reason we
heard
ain't
what I
seen him.
said?
Yeah,
For
man.
real, sometimes it's a reason why you don't see other fighters, bro, because they'll
You
upset
be,
the apple cart, bro.
Like, look at what
you must be, you be a
aircraft.
big, you
Go
be a
go
big
to.
fan of fucking Sky Nicholson too. I bet. She
Like
fights like fucking
aircraft,
Shakur.
go work on aircrafts. Boxing is not your thing. Shakur's not blazing fast. Like, what kind of statement is this?
No, he fast, but he
He
not. He
fucking
say he not
blinding fast with that big
blazing,
hop backwards.
blazing fast. That is true, but blazing fast is American.
No, but Shakur, like his hand speed is like a 9.5 or 10.
Nah,
Easily.
I rated about 8. American is the fastest I've seen
Oh,
in
American.
my
Oh yeah,
lifetime.
but Crawford, he dodged Amir Khan's punches so like easily though.
Yeah, it's timing. Timing, you could do that. That don't mean he ain't faster than Bud.
Oh yeah, for sure,
It's
for sure.
just
But
timing, bro.
Who did you
Cause
say?
Bud not faster than American, bro.
oh yeah, his hand speed was.
Hell no, he not. American fast as fuck. That motherfucker. I watched that
Did,
motherfucker punch and put out 12 candles.
Wait, is Amir Khan? Oh, what were you gonna say, Mark? I'm sorry.
did Bud fight Amir Khan?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
stopped him.
he stopped him.
Oh, okay. Fuck, I
But
don't
what you
remember
got?
that.
But it
But
was
what you
all timing. That whole fight was just timing, bro.
wait?
He was timing the fuck out that boy.
But what you got, Slick? What about is Amir Khan's hand speed faster than Gary Russell Jr.'s?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yes, that's another good
I
fighter.
forgot about him because that little motherfucker ain't no joke, bro.
Yeah, the old one, the older brother, the oldest brother.
Yeah, that last fight, boy. I was like, God damn.
What's
You ain't
his
lying.
story? Has he been fucking blackballed as well, or has he just decided
Yep.
to not
Yep.
fight for a while? Or
Yeah. He been blackballed, and then he started training his younger brother, and then finally brought him back. But yep, yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. You ain't lying. I don't know. That's it. Hey, I gotta look at some shit. Good shit. Right.
That's another fighter that
But
fucking Tank
I
should have
do know
fought.
Shakur got a fast jab. When he throws a hook,
His
it's not as
combinations are like
fast.
rapid. He has rapid
You know,
combinations.
off the jab. Amir Khan throw a fucking hook. If he miss, your skin might still come with it.
But what you call because like even the Padley fight, Shakur's like his rapid attack speed was very fast, but the Christopher Diaz and the what you call it, the Rosales fight,
Yeah,
and the Mosquito fight, that hand speed was.
Shakur got this wide stance where he ready to hop back and he's anticipating too much. You understand? Like you got to have an action plan and then the exit plan. he has the exit plan before the fucking action plan. You can't like he's so anticipating on getting out the way that it takes away from what he wants to do. And like Shakur, I'm telling you, bro, I believe what Bud say. He see it too. It's just we all witnessed it, bro. You did too. What they tell him after there's a pay to fight? They see what we see. It ain't like we dogging Shakur. That even his peers, not even, I mean his OGs telling him, the ones that he look up to, they both
Andre
told
Ward
him.
and Bud, yeah.
They both told him the same thing we're saying, bro. And what he do? He had an excuse for it. Why he didn't he? Instead of just shutting up and
He's
listening,
always got an
he had a
excuse.
fucking excuse. Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Like,
But that's and
no.
aircraft carrier's right. Another one with blazing fucking hand speed was Manny.
Yeah, man. Well, Manny, see, this is why I always explain to people. Manny from mid range was not fast. That's why he dictated the bounce. Up close though, I mean, shit. If I'm that close, I could look like the fucking IP man. Goddamn me.
Yeah,
Shit.
yes, like I can. Yeah, I can already tell that aircraft carrier he doesn't watch Shakur because
Yeah,
he
when you
says Shakur blazing
Not
fast
many
during
people
140
do,
at a
mate. Not
time.
many people do.
yeah,
So
Roy
look, like
Jones was
I'm
fast.
talking about his combinations, Shakur. I mean, I'm talking about Shakur's combinations, aircraft. Aircraft carrier doesn't Shakur don't throw no combination. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't watch. He doesn't watch Shakur. This guy doesn't watch Shakur.
Well, he do. He said it right. He said Shakur throws singles and doubles. That's
No,
basically
no, no. He said he doesn't throw no combinations. Like I could name
But
you fights.
afterwards, he corrected. He said Shakur throws singles and that's the combination.
No. But like with the Christopher Diaz fight and the Mosquito and the Rosales fight, he's throwing like five to
But
eight
you
punch
still
combinations.
talk about 130, bro. We talking about 135, bro.
Catch up, Rob. Catch up, mate.
Erase 130, bro. We talking about 135. You know what I'm saying? That's
It's
what
like
people.
still talking
Like
about
I
Usyk
said,
at fucking
this
at
is why
cruiserweight.
it's almost like when you hear people. When I hear people hating on Shakur, I don't take it as hate. I take it as disappointment. Like they disappointed because they thought 130 was gonna transfer to 135. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They thought what they saw there, they was gonna see here, and nobody has seen it yet. And that's the biggest factor. And he had a shot with Zepeda. So this next fight, you better show your especially going to 140, you better show your motherfucking ass, goddamn it. I know that much.
Yeah,
But
and against Tjtp, it's like
right. And aircraft carrier said blazing, fast as kind, facts, Manny up close. Floyd, yeah, still with the stab, jab, yep, up close, yeah. Roy though, yeah. Roy and Khan out your list aircraft carrier, yeah. That motherfucker Roy shoot from the fucking hip. You be like, what the fuck hit me? God damn it. He didn't have his hands up. That you gotta be fast to pull that shit off. But Manny up close, Floyd from up the mid range. It didn't matter what the fuck. Boy, I watched Roy way out of range and hit a motherfucker so fast. That dude was just a freak of nature, bro.
okay. Well, what about Slick? What about the combinations in the Yoshino and the Padley fight at 135 with Shakur?
Yeah, but you gotta understand, Padley was a given, right? Yoshino didn't understand, and you better agree with me. Yoshino didn't know what the fuck he was in for. That motherfucker was like getting used.
Yeah,
You could tell he was really outclassed, bro. He was
and he went
really,
12 rounds with Tjtp.
Yeah, but he was outclassed though with Shakur.
Oh yeah,
He
because
didn't know.
Shakur is a whole different monster.
Yeah, he was like, damn, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? But Padley was a given, and he still didn't get Padley out of there. I watched Padley fold up 3 fucking times in that fight, bro. On his own, he was ready to fucking go. Like, just get me out of here, bitch. Just hit me one good time in the face, and I'ma fall. He was ready to fucking go.
He did stop him though, didn't he?
Yeah, he finally stopped him, but it took him to the 9th round.
Yeah,
Way before the 9th. He was ready to fucking go, bro. And then interviews after that, he basically admitted it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know people think everybody hate on Shakur. This what they say, constructive criticism. That's what this is because he does have. I know I've been drinking. Mark, you laughed. I heard you.
Productive,
Okay.
productive criticism.
No, constructive. I can't never say the word. Construction,
Yeah, no, you got it
constructive.
right. Constructive.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Constructive
I was just
criticism.
taking a bit out of Casino's thing there with productive criticism,
Yeah. Productive criticism. Yeah, that's what it is for real.
like
Because
productive ducking.
there you go. He has the potential to be that guy. He does. But on the other hand, I can understand when people say he ain't gonna be that guy. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and I don't want to feel like that. Should be that side of the court. I want to be like, man, you crazy. Ain't no motherfucking way. You get what I'm saying? Just like I feel like Sweet Pea. You know what I mean? If you can't beat, I don't give a fuck. He got pillow hands, so he ain't knocking nobody out. It's called boxing, not KO. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
if you can't beat that motherfucker, what they say about the motherfucker who got knockout power? See, that's how I look at shit. So if this motherfucker, I don't give a fuck if there's ever a boxer that lives that be like 60 and 0 KOs, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck type of skills this motherfucker have for nobody better knock his ass out and him not to knock nobody out. You gotta be a bad motherfucker to be able to skate 12 rounds and not get your ass knocked out, and you ain't knocking nobody out. You a bad son bitch. You a bad motherfucker. You gotta be. I'm talking about, think about it. All your skills gotta be on point. Head movement, parrying shots, feet, step back, fight on the back. I'm talking about all that shit gotta be on point, bro, to not get no knockouts and be able to retire undefeated. Shit. You gotta be a bad man, look, bro. You a bad motherfucker. You's a bad motherfucker. And so
Yeah.
so when you got, like I said, because if I'm right, Sweet Pea got like 16, 17 knockouts, bro. That's it. That's it. But his defense was superb. I'm telling you, MC Hammer made that song in memory of fucking Sweet Pea Whitaker. You can't touch it. I'm telling you, bro. That dude was something crazy. And I don't give a fuck. Nobody said De La Hoya did not beat him in that fight. He did not beat him, bro. But at the end of the day, if Shakur, I don't care if Shakur get another knockout today. If Shakur can get on his shit, he could be that dude. But he has to assert. You got to be able to assert a level of dominance, a level of confidence. You know what I'm saying? In a fight.
Right.
That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? Right, aircraft carrier. See, he watched. He said at least Sweet Pea was aggressive. Exactly.
But how is I can give you all kinds of footage of Shakur being aggressive, aircraft.
In moments, Sweet Pea was in your face. In your face. No, he
The
can
only
knock
time
you out.
Shakur gets fucking aggressive is on fucking Twitter, mate. That's about it.
For real. I ain't gonna lie, he go hard on Twitter.
Yeah, he does go hard on Twitter. But yeah, Mark, I can give you fights that refutes this, man.
He do
What,
it
at
in spurts,
130?
bro. Dude,
No, at 135, I've been saying Yoshino like 10 times, man.
yeah, but I'm saying that dude was our class. Look,
And that was
let me
his
tell you.
first fight at 135 too.
Let me tell you. Let me put it in perspective for Rob. Rob, could you imagine those spurts that you saw was the entire fight, him imposing his will? You know how fast the fights would be over with, probably? Maybe he wouldn't chip his hand so much. He just go ahead and show these motherfuckers I'm the shit. Like I tried to explain to you that night. What was that? Man, that was
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Slick. Ask me that question one more time.
I said, just think if he was to assert his dominance 100% of the fight instead of in spurts, how fast would the fight be over with?
He would have way more TKOs than
There
11.
you go. That's all we saying, bro. We not saying that he don't assert dominance. We saying that like Sweet Pea was in your face the whole time, bro. He knowing he can't knock you out, but he right here touching you. You can't touch him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But maybe
If
it's
he
because
did
of his
this,
hands.
who
You know what
Shakur?
I mean? Yeah.
I mean, his hands
Man,
are good now.
Shakur fight too long. That's what it is. Fighting too long for your own good, dude. Your time limits your fucking hands. Get their fucking ass out of there. Then. That's more reason to get them the fuck out of there. Then, right?
That was another thing I picked up on in the Bud Canelo fight. They were wearing different gloves. Bud had his Everlast, and Canelo had
Bud
I
wear
forget
MX
what brand
gloves,
he
man.
used.
That's the problem where people be talking about his
And Buck
gloves, but
still could have stopped Canelo with those gloves.
I
It's so crazy.
I've seen an
here go,
explanation though.
well,
Like
they puncher
the
gloves.
Everlast look bigger.
Yeah,
They both weigh the same,
uh,
whereas
yeah, and
Canelo's
they're
gloves are
longer.
more compact and
And I'm
dense
gonna
or something.
explain. And somebody has brought this shit to my attention, and it kind of pissed me off because they supposed to be a boxing guy, and obviously they're not a fucking
But I
boxing
thought
guy.
I would have thought the A side
They
said which gloves you're using, but
you if you agree. So I can say I want to wear these. They're the same weight. They're the same thing, right? Mayweather went through the same thing with Madonna, right? He grabbed Madonna gloves and said, hell no, fuck that shit. You're not wearing that. Blase, blase. What it was an Everlast, but it was a puncher's glove. See, people don't understand. You got gloves, right? But you got gloves that cater to certain, you got hand
Styles.
problems, you got right, certain styles. Like Cleto, I think it's Cleto, they gloves have horsehair in them, right? They're padded with horsehair and foam.
mm,
So like if I sit here all day and punch my hands together,
you
that
move that shit
horsehair
around.
is gonna move. You understand
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like motherfucker don't understand the difference between a certain gloves, and they'll say like, "Oh, you cheating? Oh, you this? Oh, you that?" No, the fuck, I'm not, bro. Like that's the way the glove made. It's for this weight class, and if this is what I'm most comfortable, in, it's fine. Now the A side gets to tell you, "No, you're not wearing that shit, bitch. No, you either wear what I wear or fuck it, or pick a different glove or whatever." Canelo agreed to that fucking glove. If you go back to that fight too, the hang off on the glove, you know the part that curve over. Go look at Bud. Go look at Bud's shit. It hangs over a little longer than Canelo's
yeah.
because
That's what
Canelo's
I
is
was.
more fuller with cotton. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
they look
Bud's is
Right.
twice as
flat.
big almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Bud's is
Bud's
flat.
gloves looked a lot bigger, but they said that
They
they
were
weighed the
longer.
same.
Yeah, they were
Yeah, yeah,
longer. Like the way they curled over. So when he opened his hand, this is the whole
yeah.
thing
That's
when they be
right.
saying
See, that's where
this.
Bud obviously opens his hand.
Yeah, and this is why
When he's
people
got a
say
guard up.
right, and this is why people feel like he cheated in Earl Smith's fight because when I got gloves back here, I will show you, but like it's a band between your thumb and here that holds it that stop you from thumbing somebody's eye. But see, when
Yeah,
you got the horsehair gloves, they hang over so much they're a little longer. So if I press it against my face, see what I'm
yeah,
saying? It covers
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Whereas Canelo's his gloves was more plump. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Mm.
Like more
That's
full.
right.
So
Mm.
all the way around, it's real plump, and his is not gonna open up. It's gonna be more of a claw. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But the
yeah,
A side gets to tell you, I
yeah.
don't like that glove. You're not finna hit me
Okay.
with that fucking glove because I know that's a puncher's
I thought
glove.
the A side just got to choose which gloves
But
you were going to use, but obviously that's
no,
wrong.
no, no.
But
They
here's the
have to.
thing that surprised me the other day on an Aussie bloke. He flew over for the to watch the Crawford Canelo fight. Um, but there was a fight in Australia middle of the week, and the American bloke that came over to fight, I can't remember what his name was, not a high profile, but they didn't have the gloves that he likes to use. I can't remember the brand in Australia. So they rang Lyndon, who was in America at the time in Vegas. Can you go to this shop and buy this set of gloves this brand that he wanted? They were $1,500 Australian, so about $1,000 American for this one set of
Uh-huh.
gloves. And he said, and I was shocked. I mean, I would have thought, fuck, a pair of boxing gloves might be $150 or something. I
No,
was
them
shocked
motherfuckers
at a
be up
thousand
there, bro.
American. That's 1,500 Australian. But
Yeah,
he
they
said,
them
and
gloves
that's
up
not
there.
the most expensive pair. He said, if you wanted Everlast, or no, did he say Everlast? Well, anyhow, this other brand that was there was 2,500 Australian.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I didn't know fucking boxing gloves cost that much. A bit of leather and some fucking.
Like Mayweather start wearing like them orthopedic boxing gloves, bro, to protect his hands.
Yeah,
That's why when he fought Madonna, them motherfuckers like pillows on their hand. They was the right weight, but they was so full of that lightweight cotton, it was crazy. Them fucking pillow. They was talking about Mayweather that whole fucking week. Fucking pillows. They would fight with pillows on, bro.
but that's what
But
Bud's gloves look like. Fucking big fucking 16-ounce sparring gloves compared to fucking Canelo's.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
When I
somebody
paid
brought
it,
that to me
until
earlier,
I
bro.
didn't notice when I was
I
watching it live. I didn't notice until it was
had
pointed
them
out,
put,
and I thought,
they
oh,
was
fuck.
in my living room. I said, look at Canelo glove and look at his glove. One is longer, hangs off longer, and that's why they be
Yeah.
complaining because Bud could flatten it out on his face. One's more plump. And the thing is, what's crazy, if y'all really Canelo fans, y'all know he was wearing them Cleto gloves first before he came out with his own brand of gloves.
Yeah, it's called
So
No Life, No Fight, or No Fight, No Life,
no
or some
life.
fucking.
Yeah, those is his brand. But motherfucking them Cleto gloves, them punchers gloves, motherfucker, them motherfucker, fucking whatchamacallit, Mike Tyson wore them punchers gloves, them fucking Cletos in the beginning. Then he started wearing them Everlast horse hairs. And he told everybody, I'll be in the back punching the fucking wall.
Yeah,
Just
moving that
until I
shit
can
out the
feel
way.
my knuckle, hitting.
Yeah,
Those are
I've heard
punchers
that
gloves,
before.
bro. Man, people talking about that's cheating. No, they're just playing the game. That's why they got a variety. It's up to the A side say, no, you ain't getting them motherfuckers. Nope.
Yeah.
So, like, that was another thing today. Bud was cheating because man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Nobody trying to hear that shit. You can't open your glove like that if they alter. Yes, the fuck you can. Depending on the glove, bro. That's all it is. That motherfucker, man, I tell everybody, just go look at the fight. That motherfucker glove was hanging over. I watch every little piece. You know what I'm saying? There was, I think they MX gloves though. I think those called Everlast MX. They horsehair gloves. They got horsehair
Well,
and foam around on top.
like I said, I didn't notice it during the fight, but since I've watched it back a few times, and then it was brought up by somebody on something, and I thought, fuck, I didn't notice that. So I watched it again, and I thought, far out, his gloves do look bigger.
Yeah.
But I mean, they obviously still weighed 10 ounce, but just a
Hey,
different
I'm
style of
gonna
glove.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you how much I watch. I'm about to tell you how much I watch. If you go back and watch the Earl Spence fight, right? At the end of the Earl Spence fight, when they were shaking hands and shit, you'll
Yeah,
catch Derek James squeezing,
yeah. Yep, I've seen
squeezing,
that.
squeezing
Yep,
Bud glove, bro,
yeah,
because he couldn't understand what the fuck he saw.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He
yeah,
did
that's
it like
Yeah,
a
he did.
crazy.
handshake, but he squeezed his glove,
Yep. I've seen him grab it, yeah.
and you ain't hear him complain. He was like, "Shit, this motherfucker
Nah,
just got horsehair gloves." Because
yeah,
a trainer definitely know what the difference between gloves.
yeah.
Well, so if Slick and Mark, if Bud doesn't retire, these are if Bud doesn't retire, these are the two options that I want Bud to pursue in his fighting career. So I
What's
want
that?
him to fight.
Too Rich, what's good?
Yeah, I want him to fight. Bud if he doesn't retire, I want him to fight Janabek at 160, or I want him to fight Jamal Charlo at 160. Not Jermell Charlo, but Jamal Charlo, the bigger brother.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, the only knock I've got on Bud is, yes, he's won 3 times undisputed, but he's never defended that shit.
Yeah.
That's about the only
So
knock
Too
I can come
Rich.
up with. I'd like to see him defend it
Here's
against
my
Jamal at
here,
68.
here's my thing. If I now I agree with you halfway, okay? The reason I say that is at 140, I would have wanted to see him defend it, right? When he got him from Earl, I understood the move on because they were supposed to rematch, remember?
Yeah,
Both of them agreed to go to 154. They were supposed to fight 154. I agree with that. Cool. So that would almost like it almost been the same as defending, right?
yeah,
168 is like, I know he not gonna play at 168. But 140 though, I said the same shit. Damn, I wish you would have fucking defended that shit. At least one
yeah,
fight. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. That's
At
what I'd
least
like to
one
say. I
fight.
want to see him defend it once. Yeah, and
That
that's what
that
I said in the chat when you were live the other day, and I was at work, and that's what I said. Fucking, I still rate Usyk #1 pound for pound. Bud definitely close #2, but Usyk has won all his fucking fights, all his belts in the other dude's fucking home country,
yeah,
and he's defended his undisputed multiple times.
yeah. He gave everybody
Um,
rematches. Shit.
yeah, exactly. I mean
He solidified them.
and that's about the only thing I can give him over Bud. You know what I
But
mean? Is that he's fought away from home all the time and he's defended that shit.
that too, but that's a tit for tat thing. You gotta remember, you're in the heavyweight division. That's the reason I'll put heavyweights in my pound for pound list because the lower weights get to move up and down where heavyweights don't get to do that. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
the only reason I put Usyk in there is because he came from cruiserweight. You get what
yeah.
I'm
But
saying?
also with Usyk, I mean, he's not a massive man for that division. He's fighting. Look,
No,
when he fought Fury, he was 50, 60 pound fucking bigger.
no. That's what I'm saying. He can easily go back down cruiser. That be my. That's why I said he's in my pound for pound, right? He's pound for pound. He's my number 2 right now, but only because he played fucking games with me. He was number 1. I ain't gonna lie. He was number
Yeah,
1 the night fucking Bud won. But when I saw that fucking video of him playing soccer talking about his back hurt, he full of shit.
yeah. He is.
You know
He's
what I'm
playing
saying?
games with Parker. I don't know why, because I think he'll
Yeah,
beat Parker anyway.
yeah,
But why
right.
the fuck not face him then? You know, you're just
I
making
don't
yourself look bad.
Yeah, I'm not understanding that. But at the end of the day, he's in there because he came from a low weight class. But if you already heavyweight, it's hard. Like somebody need a coin, a pound for heavyweights because it's not fair, bro. It's just not fair, bro. Because if you get a dominant heavyweight, like let's say Moses the time will be dominant, right? And become dominant, he gonna be number 1 for a long time on a pound for pound list. That's why I don't do that, bro. Because not bigger motherfuckers because you gotta think they may not have weight classes up there, but these you could be fucking 210, be dominant as fuck, not like Usyk, somewhere around there, and knocking out motherfuckers 300 pounds. How can I not put you number 1? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So it's kind of unfair for the little fellas. You know, that's why it was made for the little fellas.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Usyk, that dude, bro. Like, and I was campaigning when everybody, who the fuck is Usyk? Man, I caught so much shit about Usyk. It was crazy, bro. Too Rich, what's happening, baby?
Hey man, what's going on? Just listen to the cook up, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
what's up,
yeah.
T Rich? God bless, bro. I think I remember you. Wait, weren't you
G'day,
at
too, Rich.
Blunts?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Man,
Wait, T
I'm
Rich.
just listening, man.
Wait, T Rich. Wasn't you at a Blunts boxing, Blunt Sports, or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you. Yeah. Now this guy knows boxing, man.
Yeah, Too Rich know his shit. Yeah, I
Yeah,
respect Too
man.
Rich. Too Rich the one that got me to go back and watch you know I didn't want to, but I did. That skull fight. Cause I was on that
That's one I
motherfucker
did not
mad.
rewatch.
Yeah, I was on that motherfucker mad. Cause I was like fucking Canelo just walking around. He's like, no, that motherfucker had his chances. I went back. He was right. He had his chances, bro.
Man, if
Edwin
you
fight was better than that.
hey,
You
Skull
said what?
really won that fight. If he won the technical, Skull won that fight.
If
I
it
don't
went
think
by
they should have
yeah, if
they
they
shouldn't
went
have
by the
gave it to him.
rules.
Don't get me wrong. He was running, they shouldn't have gave it to him. But if you was going technical, he really won that fight.
Yeah, if you go by Queensberry rules, he won that motherfucking fight. Bro. That he made me go. I swear to God, he was on here so adamant. He's like, I'm telling you, man, go. And when I went back, I said, well, I'll be damn. This motherfucker had him trapped on the ropes. I don't know how many damn times. Did not. He just didn't. He didn't take advantage. So did. So did, man. But
Hey,
yeah,
so I was listening to y'all talk about Usyk, right? And
yeah,
I think Usyk is a good fighter, but one thing that interesting, cause they, in the Crawford Canelo build up, there was a lot of talk about the weight, but we realized that Usyk went from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Not only
yeah,
he went to cruiserweight to heavyweight, he was knocking heavyweights out as the
yeah,
smaller guy.
yeah.
So sometimes it's an advantage to be the smaller guy. You see,
It's always
Canelo.
is.
I knew Canelo wasn't nothing but a 160 pounder, but he's
Right,
fighting at 168 because he's the smaller, quicker guy.
right,
So
right,
when he fought
Dead
Crawford, now
right.
Crawford is the smaller, quicker guy.
right,
That was a
right.
no-brainer for me. That was a no-brainer. I knew Crawford would win that fight.
Yeah, that's
I
that's Usyk's advantage at heavyweight. Is he moves faster than all them
He moves
yeah.
big
faster,
boys.
exactly.
If you follow the cruiserweights, you know about the David Hayes, the Holyfields, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers the tap dance. Goddamn it, they can move. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's the main thing heavyweights not used to. Motherfucker being agile, can move like that and tire their ass out. You know, and that's the same thing with other weight classes too. You bring your little ass on up, bouncing around and shit, and motherfucker looking at you like, "What the fuck you doing?" Because it's something they haven't seen before. So it's like
Yeah.
we was just talking about that on the last show when I was trying to explain the casino. That is the advantage. If I bring my ass up, I should be more athletic. I should be able to carry this
And
weight.
that
And
was
if I can't carry the weight, I shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying?
that was to Wilder's disadvantage too. He was he was a big puncher, but his feet weren't real fast. You know what I mean? He
He
wasn't
had
a
no
boxer at all.
feet,
He just
bro.
that was to his because he's not a real. I mean, he's tall, but he's not. He's not a big, thick set sort of bloke. You know
If
what I
he
mean?
would have been at cruiserweight, right? Let's say this: if he was at cruiserweight, or if he campaigned at bridgerweight, Deontay Wilder would still be a force. But when it took its toll to go up to fight them giant motherfuckers, no man. Especially one that could box. No man, it's too
Yeah,
much.
he was gonna have problems with elite boxers because he just didn't
Yeah,
have the skill set. He didn't have the skill. He
yeah,
had the power, but not the skill set.
yeah. He had the
But
what he was
he did
what you
quite
say
well at
earlier.
amateur boxing, didn't he,
No, he did
Wilder?
decent. He
So
did decent. He did
because I
decent
mean,
at there. But
and
like,
that's the thing in
but
amateur is your
that's
movement
another
and shit.
thing too though. When we say go, remember you say you go look in their background. You go look in their background, you be like, oh, they was feeding them fish all this motherfucking time. Even the whole
Yeah,
time he had that fucking belt, they fed him fish the
yeah.
whole fucking
A
time.
lot
They
of
got
his
to a point they had
defenses,
no more.
a lot of his defenses were against ex sparring partners.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ain't had no they ain't had no fish for him, and then they got the Spilker, and Spilker exposed his ass. It was like, oh, all we gotta do is box. Okay, he can get got, and then you got King Kong Ortiz, and I hold to this. The only reason King Kong lost that motherfucker because he got greedy. That's it. That
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
got too overconfident, dropped his hand and caught that motherfucker, but he was winning both of them fucking fights. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. But just think of a Deontay at Cruiser or Bridgerweight. Yeah, he would still be around, bro. He would still be around. Them bigger guys, the ones that could box was gonna give him problems.
And like me, I'm not real big on resumes, especially in this day and time where everybody can't fight each other unless you sign to the right promotional company and stuff. But one of the reasons why I'm not big into resumes is because of Deontay Wilder. Now he was knocking jokers out, right? And but everybody knew he didn't have any names.
Yeah.
So they went and got Tyson Fury. But you got to remember, Tyson Fury was just coming out of rehab. That was just supposed to have been a fight that Deontay Wilder was supposed to knock him out and get that name on his resume. But it was a cherry pick gone wrong. And,
Well,
and,
yeah,
you know,
it was a cherry pick going wrong, but also it was a cherry pick he could get away from. You gotta remember when Tyson Fury came back out, he picked a couple of lemons to get himself back in rhythm in the ring, and
Yeah,
he started calling for him. You know, that man held the linealship and exclusive Max Kellerman. He was like putting people
yeah.
on. You don't understand what the linealship is, but he get first dibs.
Fuck, I
Because
still remember that
once he
first
kept
fight, that first Wilder fight. I remember that because I was sitting in fucking Singapore airport with a 4 hour layover, and I watched that fucker on my phone in Singapore airport.
yeah, man, because goddamn me, you know, you hold the leadership. If I come back, and to which you know this, if I come back, you basically got a paper championship. You gotta fight me.
yeah.
You gotta prove to
Hey,
the world that you deserve that belt, bro.
oh yeah. And see, my thing, it might sound crazy, man. I used to say this. I always thought Tyson Fury was the closest thing to Muhammad Ali. I'm by no means I'm saying
Oh
he
my
Muhammad
god!
Ali, but he moved around the ring effortlessly
Yeah,
for that size.
for that size.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
that's
I
a
will
big dude
say,
to move like
Uh,
that.
hey, I reckon Usyk pretty close too. They're the same height, same reach, born on the same fucking day. Him and Ali.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but that's the thing about Usyk. He got good feet. He got good feet.
Yeah,
He move around
that's
the
right.
ring.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's
That's how he.
surviving,
That's how he
bro.
fucked up Fury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. When you the
and
first,
too rich, you're right about the like. I would say like yeah, resumes yeah they're important, but I don't look at resume. I look more at skill sets because and Bud and Canelo that fight is an example of like if you have the better skill set, your resume doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like,
Well,
Exactly.
that fight would prove that because, well, I'll say it like this: you may not have a better resume, but if you're a person that know what you're looking at, then it don't matter. If you saw Deontay Wilder and all he doing is just knocking people out, and you go back in his resume, you'd be like, okay, I see what they was feeding, right?
Hmm.
Just like when I go back and look when I compare Shakur's resume
the
to
TOs.
Tank's,
Oh,
people will say Shakur got a better resume, which I do agree. But when I go back and fucking Tank resume, I understood that the people that they had, when I go in their resume, these motherfuckers got experience. And they got experience in something. And they was just breeding the right product. You get what I'm saying? Like, we gonna work on this. We're gonna take this fight and see if you can execute it. Okay. And everything was a step up. So like it's like I don't know if you're a fan of Abdullah Mason. Every fight he takes is a step up. It's not the same level.
oh
You get
yeah, I
what I'm
remember.
saying?
Yeah.
So like people will go back and look at Abdullah Mason resume, be like, who the fuck is this dude? Who the fuck is this dude? But they're not gonna know that each step he took was to work on something and get better. You get what I'm saying? And once he get to
Mm-hmm.
that moment where he there, like when he get this belt, training wheels off, right? When he beat Sam Noakes, training wheels is off. Now he should be ready to go on and carry on. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
it's like it's just taking a look at the fighter at hand first, and they say, "Let me go look at his resume," and then you kind of understand. But Bud was one of those ones where it was like, okay, this dude's a little different, bro. From the time I watched him at 135, I knew he was different. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this motherfucker right here, okay, he's a little live wire, but he's an educated live wire. And that's something that you don't see all the time. You get what I'm saying? He make adjustments on the fly. He figure out in the beginning, you switch up, he can switch up. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'm going to tell you something else I didn't say about this Canelo fight that don't nobody bring up. You know how he was really confusing motherfucking Canelo?
Huh.
First and foremost, what Mark said, kept his foot on the outside, and he could, and that battle was not gonna get won by Canelo. But at times, he was square the fuck up like he was finna switch and wouldn't switch.
Yeah.
Every time, like he'd get real close to Canelo, and he would square up, like you know what I'm saying. He wouldn't even be. It's like he not orthodox, he not southpaw, but he'd square the fuck up. But his feet is still in that position, and that shit was throwing Canelo the fuck off.
And what that's doing is giving them power in both hands.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Give him that torque, right?
Yeah.
And people don't talk about it's the little subtle things like, and I'll be watching that shit. I'm like, damn, the fuck you keep your legs like that, and you just square up, pop, 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 real quick and get the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So it's like,
hey, look at the championship rounds, even with Madrimov. He squared up and came in and just like fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
So it's like it's every now and then you get that anomaly, but I do look at resumes and to see because especially when I get a fighter just fight the same way over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, dude, you no. Somebody got you on this straight path where you just been fighting the same type of fighter and they done fucked your head up because you think every fight finna be the same type shit. That ain't finna be it.
look at Errol Spence. He fought Danny Garcia, which was a flat foot guy right there, and Errol
right.
Spence for a pressure fighter coming forward. And look at Ugas, flat foot guy standing right there. Errol Spence, the pressure fighter coming forward. And now you finna go get in there with Bud. That's not a flat footed guy. Errol Spence didn't know what to do with him.
I
He
told
wasn't.
everybody that.
Yeah.
I told everybody that, bro. I said that dude tailor made for Bud, bro. He too flat
Yeah.
foot. He'll come jab, 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 overhand, jab, jab, go to the body, jab, jab. Like it's tailor made for him, bro. That step back gonna be crucial on his ass. He can catch a hook
Essentially,
every time.
Canelo.
That's where I'll give. That's where I'll give Spence his fucking props there, though, or his flowers, or whatever you want to fucking call it, because I mean we could all see that what you just said, but he said, "Fuck it, everybody wants
Yeah,
to see this fight. Fuck it, let's just do it."
yeah. No, I give
And
Spence
thank
his
you to
props
Errol
100%.
Spence because that was a good fight.
Not only that, the motherfucker was gonna keep getting up. He had no
Oh yeah,
quit in him, bro.
yeah.
Earl
He's
had
just
no quit in him, bro.
Hey,
he,
look, my girl, she don't really like boxing like that. She'll watch it with me, but she watched the Crawford Spence fight with me, and one thing she said, he said, no matter how that dude, because she don't know his name, she was like, no matter how that dude was getting beat, every round he came out around like, this is the round I'm gonna destroy this nigga. And Errol Spence, like you said, he didn't know how to lose, so he kept getting up because he didn't understand what was going on, and he a
Yeah,
dog. Well, he didn't know how to lose. He didn't know how to stay down. He didn't know.
yeah,
All he know, give me a chance. I'm still coming. I'm still coming. But it just,
yeah,
it didn't work out for him.
yeah, man.
that's
Yeah,
that's
it was
right.
only a matter of
I think
time.
if Tim Zoo gets his confidence back, that's a fight I'd like to see. Is him and Spence, because they're both pretty flat-footed. They're both just come forward sort of fighters, and they both don't know how to stay the fuck
Keep
down.
it going. I'll be right back.
So that would be an absolute war, I think.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight. I
Wouldn't be
hope
one for
Spence
Rob
come
because it
back,
wouldn't
man.
be too
I would like to
technical.
see him one more time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
I heard he's
I don't
fighting
know.
Jermell Charlo.
That's
Nah,
what they say. That's what they
that
say.
that'd be a fucking mistake, I think.
Oh yeah, why is that, Mark?
I think Jamel too good for him. I think. I think so. I mean, he's. Yeah, I still think Bud would beat Jamel, but I think Jamel would beat Spence.
Oh,
He's just
okay,
Spence
he's
need
yeah,
a
just
I
a
see.
little
tune
bit
up.
I see
more
what you mean.
slick, I think, and a little bit. Well, he's obviously a little bit taller, and yeah, just depends on how Jamel comes back down from the weight too. But he's taking his time doing it. So if he's going to come back, and if he goes to 154, this is the trouble these days. These fucking people always putting out bullshit, fucking just to keep their name in the fucking media.
Yeah.
The only thing about, I would say, Spence, Charlo, and Canelo, they don't make adjustments if the fight is not going right. They
Yep,
don't make
you're right.
adjustments. Like toward the end of the fight, I seen Jermell Charlo. I was a fan of Jermell Charlo because he was undisputed. But the fights that he lost or had issues with, he never made adjustments. He just fought
No,
the same way.
you're right. But then when he gets the rematch, he makes adjustments
Yeah, yeah.
between
The
the
rematch he
fights.
makes adjustments. Yeah, yeah,
That's right. But during, you're right. During the fight, they just don't fucking change.
yeah.
Whereas Bud can whatever he's saying, he'll adjust to it, sort of thing.
I think Bud got the better team. A lot of people don't talk about that. What I saw in the Canelo fight was the same thing I saw in the Errol Spence fight, where they were just well planned, almost like they knew what the guy was gonna do before he did it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was just,
And
I heard him say in the interview
Bud's
today.
got far superior IQ too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's
he
a
Like I
got
little
he
said,
better
got
he can
IQ.
superior
adjust on the
IQ.
fly.
Yeah, but I heard him talking about today. There was an interview on Mill City with his Bud strength and conditioning coach,
Oh,
and
okay.
he was saying they knew about the Canelo fight right after the Spence fight. They knew it was coming down the
Yeah,
pipeline, so they started preparing a year and a half before the fight,
yeah.
breaking down the
Oh yeah.
tape,
They said
breaking
it was
down
actually
Lomax said
everything.
they've been studying him for years.
yeah. And
Yeah,
Bud and the WO president came out and said and verified what Bud said that he had asked for that fight in 2023.
yep. That's what the strength and the condition coach said. They knew about that fight in 2023. They
Yep.
started preparing for it, breaking the tape down. They prepared for Spence for 5 years. As soon as they got there,
Yeah, that's
prepared
right.
for
Yep.
Spence.
That's a
Yep.
good team there.
But
Yeah.
the key
Yeah.
word is team though, and also the boxers.
Exactly.
Also to have that box with that IQ, they be able to come back with a rapport after each round. You know what I'm saying? To build off of that,
Mhm.
to be able to
Yeah.
make them adjustments, man. And that shit
But I
was
don't know if I'm
key.
correct in saying this or not, but Bud's been with Bomac since he was a kid, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Well, they both
Yeah.
was in the same gym, and then they left that gym, and he been with Bomac ever
Oh,
since.
okay. Yeah.
Yep. So Bomac
Yes, I
boxed
mean,
himself.
but,
Bomac boxed himself too.
but I mean, it's a good. They've obviously he's selected the team and stuck with them because they're good. I mean, you get other people that select the team and stay with them, but they're trash. E.g.,
Yeah.
Tim fucking Zoo.
Well, that's the thing. Like you said,
Having a good team is half the battle.
you got he
Then
wanted
you got to
people
have the
with
talent.
he wanted people to get trust and believe in him. That he
Yeah.
knew, you know what I'm saying, that believe in him. That's part about it. That's what's wrong with a lot of motherfuckers today. They get trainers and I say this a lot on here, like that's a dynamic, like you got a bit of sync. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I ain't gonna stunt. Timothy Bradley and what's the old boy man that came out of Tyson camp? Teddy Atlas. Oh shit. Teddy Atlas, man, I was like, shit, if fucking that dude had Teddy Atlas his whole career, he'd probably be way legendary. You hear me?
Yeah.
He could motivate Tim Bradley to do any motherfucking thing he wanted him to do. You know
But
what
I
I'm
think I
saying?
heard Bud say after the Spence fight, they said something about your coach, and he said, "Well, which one?"
Right.
Because he's
Yeah.
basically like, I think three. They said, there's Bomac,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, there's two other dudes that do different bits with him. You know what I mean?
Bomac said it
And
too.
that's a
Bomac always
team.
said it ain't just me. It's all of us.
Yeah,
Like and hey, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes to get the job done. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, maybe
Right
it was Bomac
aircraft,
that said that, but
right
yeah,
aircraft carrier. That's what he told me. He said, we firemen. We don't run for the fire, we run into it. Yeah.
Hey,
Boy, when I say
so
he had Tim Bradley on 10 off that speech, bro, Tim Bradley went out there like, yeah, I'm finna beat your ass. You gotta
hey,
have that dynamic, bro. You gotta have that dynamic where you could trust what your coach is telling you and go execute. Try your best
so
to
so,
execute it.
so like Bud got five. Well, Bomac got five. Well, including Bomac, I think four other coaches on the team. So when we look at Terrence Crawford on the inside with Canelo, we have to understand who teaches him the inside. Saul, the Mexican. I don't know if he's Mexican or Spanish. I don't want to say it wrong,
No,
but
he
that's his
Mexican. Yeah,
that's his Mexican coach teaching him that inside Mexican style. So Bud is
yeah,
well rounded, man. He well rounded.
yeah. And then he fight, and we're not just well rounded, he grounded. They don't let him get it above who he think he
Yeah.
is, and all of that shit, bro. All that
Hey,
play a part.
he could have stepped on the gas against Canelo, but Bomac then would tell him, "Don't give Canelo a chance. Don't
Don't
get in
get
a
greedy. Yeah,
firefight,
don't get
man.
greedy. Yeah, don't get
Yeah, don't
greedy.
get greedy,
but
man."
Yeah,
I
he could
think
have stopped him a few times
Bud
though.
Boy just himself in his own nature is a pretty humble, for a boxer, pretty humble sort of a person. You
Hell
know what I
yeah,
mean?
cause I learned today that when he walked out, the mariachi band that was playing,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was his childhood friend, bro.
Yep. Yep.
That was
yeah, yeah,
playing that song and everything when he walked out. I
yeah.
saw that. I was watching on YouTube
It was out
the
of the
last few
movie
news.
Unforgiven or something, wasn't it?
Desperado.
Oh,
Desperado.
Desperado. Sorry, yeah,
Desperado.
yeah,
When he walked out, I knew what it was. I said, "Oh, that's Desperado, bro." But
yeah, yeah. And I think after the fight, he said, "I've got Hispanic people in my team."
yeah, yeah.
Uh, you
But
know,
yeah, that whole crew, that whole band, the lead singer is a childhood friend of his, and that's the childhood friend's band or whatever. And flew them out, got them paid to play. I thought that was dope, bro.
Yeah,
Cause
that
you could have
was, man. That
easily got
was.
somebody famous or something. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna stunt. I thought dude was famous. I was like, he found a famous ass Mexican singer to do his shit. But
Hey,
hey,
the
and
dude,
that's
the
a leg up.
dude.
He got paid. He got paid, and he might get put
yeah.
on. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
the,
Hey,
that's the essence of the man of Bud, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that was dope.
hey, the strength and conditioning coach say he just hit Bud on Facebook, man, and Bud hit him back about 2 weeks later and came through the gym by himself and worked out with him and said, "Hey, man, I need you in camp,"
Yeah,
just like that, off Facebook.
that's how you do it, bro. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. That's not having a big head. Think you need everything to be expensive, and it must. If it's expensive, it must be right. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah.
It's just staying grounded, bro. It's just staying grounded, man. That's how it be. I would never forget when I first started my podcast on my other channel, and it was a guy that came on there. I thought I had the shit. And he was like, "Bro, I love the shit you talk, but your fucking microphone is trash." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." He was like, "I don't normally talk to podcasts," he said, "but I really like your show, but you gotta prove your fucking microphone. I'm telling you, prove your microphone. You gonna get your people to subscribe." And sure enough, I ain't get mad at him because the way he was talking, I could have, but I was like, all right. And I actually did that shit. And sure enough, I got like to 1,000 subscribers in 4 days.
Yeah, man, that's great.
He was like the
Hey, but
visual. He
you,
was like, yo, visuals are nice and all of that shit. But he was like,
yeah,
yo, Mike is trash, bro. I be at work. I don't give a fuck what you on screen doing. He was like, I be trying to listen. He said, but your mic
hey,
is trash. But that's what it gotta be. Like you gotta be humble and willing to take the criticism and you know what I'm saying? Soak it all
exactly,
in, make it work.
right.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
Yeah.
overall,
When I said humble, you got to listen to people, listen to advice. I mean, you don't have to take everybody's advice, but you listen to all of it and then select the bits. Then
There
it's
you
on
go.
you. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I've
you take
always
my
said that.
advice.
Always listen to everything everybody's got to say. You don't have to listen to all of it. Pick the bits you want to listen to, and then your decisions are on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
you should take my advice, Mark. I listed some Shakur fights in
Mm,
the comment section. You should go check those out.
yeah, yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
I'm like I always listen to you, Rob, but you're going to be one of those fuckers in the bucket where I'm not sure I'm going to take any of your fucking advice.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
But
sorry to say.
I
Hey,
tried.
too rich.
Hey, but
Uh-huh.
Where you put Bud on your Mount Rushmore, bro? In your list.
To me, man, it's too subjective. I don't know if I know enough history to compare him with everybody, but what I will say is this: he's the best of this era for sure. And I would go so far as to say, even pushing back into the Floyd era, man, I still, Bud, to me, compared to Money May, is meaner than what Money
Mm.
May knew how to get through a fight. High IQ, he knew how to make the adjustments and get through the fight. But Bud's a little meaner. You see what I mean? And
Right, right.
like I said, I don't know how to quite describe them. Maybe if you gave me some choices about the Mount Rushmore part, but I do know he the
No, it's
best of this.
yours. It don't matter if you know history or not. It's
I,
yours.
I know he the best of this era. That's what I can say confidently. He's the best of this era to me, and I don't think it's over either. And I think he still got a high upside.
Gotcha.
Like to me, he could blow it out the water with his next two fights, depending on what he do,
You
what
think
he chooses to do.
do you think you should go to 160 and clear that
No,
out? No?
no, absolutely not.
What do you
Absolutely.
think?
Now, if he wants 4 times undisputed, an easier way, then go to 160. I'm not saying that it guarantees he win those fights, because Janabek,
Right,
he a beast, man.
right.
Or even Laura, it might be a little long arm, might be harder to outbox. I'm not sure, but I do know what the people think, and you just beat Canelo. People are going to assume you beat people at 160. So if you
Right.
do beat them, I don't think that's a big feat. Yeah, you get the 4 time
No,
undisputed,
I
but
agree
I
with
don't
that.
think that would be considered a challenge.
Right.
Me
No,
Right.
personally,
exactly.
first option, the rematch Canelo. Canelo deserves a rematch. I don't think Canelo is washed. I think if anybody else that was in that ring other
He
than
not
Crawford, I
washed.
think Canelo would have won that fight. I
Yeah,
never picked against Canelo except for Mayweather. I did not think Jamel Charlo was going to beat Canelo. I did not
Right.
think Bivol was going to beat Canelo. You see what I mean? So I give the
Mm.
credit to Bud, but I would like Canelo go back, rest for a minute, then get your cojones back and talk about how you finna come back and beat Bud ass. And we got another big fight. I think it's the easiest fight to make, and it's a big fight. But if that's not the fight, it's got to be Benavidez. I know nobody like to hear that shit, but what I'm saying for boxing, but Bud already 3 times undisputed. He in the hit, but for
But where
boxing.
at though? But where
Yeah,
at
where
though?
we at in boxing, we can take it to another level if he fights. But look, think about it like this: Crawford versus Benavidez in Omaha, Nebraska. It's 100,000 people in the stadium, man.
but too rich.
Yeah,
But
but
it's too
where at
big,
I,
though?
man.
One
Hey,
five
Omaha,
or one
Nebraska.
man,
I
sixty eight?
don't know where
168.
they're in Omaha, but Omaha, do
I
it.
want to see Bud do something he's never done and defend his fucking undisputed at
Yeah.
Yeah, but
168. That's what I want to see.
you gotta look at the money. What is Turkey? What do Turkey want to pay for? He wants to pay for Benavidez. We know
Yeah,
that. That might be a big old check. Now I think he'll
yeah.
pay for Canelo rematch too. But
But they come out,
everything else might be
He'll
a
Benavidez,
pay for
step
that.
down.
He'll pay for that because
Benavidez' old man come out last week and said, oh, Turkey's the boss. Yeah, we can make 168. He said that
Hey,
last
I
week.
say
I
do
heard
it.
it.
Hey, the reason why I say do it at 175, if he beats Benavidez, guess what? One fight with Bivol for 4 times undisputed. Let's go that way for 4 times undisputed. That would be greater. That's all I'm saying. That would be greater to go to 175, 2
It'd be
fights.
greater to go up, but I don't think
That'd
he
be
can do that, bro.
insane.
That's some shit.
Okay, but
If he
look,
pulled that off, that's crazy, bro.
it's
Yeah,
an
if he does
interview.
that, he's going straight to the top of Mount Rushmore.
Hey,
He's
it's an
lying.
interview. It's an interview that Crawford did yesterday or whatever, and they asked him about the Benavidez fight, and he said, "Well, Canelo, I knew Canelo wasn't that big, right? Canelo was my size."
Right.
He said
Right.
Benavidez gonna rehydrate to maybe 200 pounds. He said, but
Mm.
I believe in my skills. He ain't say that for a reason. I think the Benavidez fight is coming down the pipeline if he beat Yarde.
Lord.
So far I've heard
Benavidez
too.
is a tall motherfucker though compared to Bud. I mean, what's he?
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2"?
Well, he fought
But
his
let me.
brother. His brother was tall
He'd
too.
have the
His
same
brother
reach
was
as Bud.
tall too, yeah. And Crawford mentioned that. He said, I fought his brother, and at that time, his brother was big for me.
Yeah.
But I
But
say at
the big
175
brother's like
because
a fucking the runt of the litter compared to David.
but at 175, look what was the biggest story of this fight? It was the weight. People
Yeah,
bought into the
I
weight.
know.
They bought into the weight. Okay.
Yeah.
He
So
too big.
Crawford, if he goes to 175 once again, it's like, wow, he's going up in weight.
Mm.
You see what
Mate,
I mean? But guess
that would
what?
be fucking, that'd be
Hey, at
insane.
175, Benavidez is slower. You bring him back to 168, his hand speed is gonna be lightning fast.
Mm.
Keep him
That's
at
true.
175, we gonna gas him out.
His hand
He
speed is already
gasses at
lightning
Yeah.
fast, right?
175. Huh?
His hand speed is
Fuck.
already lightning
That'd
fast.
be that'd be
Yeah,
impressive
I
anything
don't.
as
at
fuck if he could go to
175.
175.
He
I
done been
don't.
dropped at 175. He's been dropped twice in his career. He is flawed. He is not perfect. He is
Oh,
not world
but
class
those
yet.
drops were not
He's not
those
world
weren't
class
easy
yet.
drops.
I'm changing my fucking mind here. Fuck it, I'm going with too rich. Move up to 175. My
Yeah,
God.
Well, you
that
go to
would be
175
amazing,
and pull
man.
that shit off. That'd be
We would
crazy.
go crazy, man.
That would be crazy fucking would be, wow. I doubted Bud
Like
coming up
I
to
think if you were
168.
like
If he goes to
David is way
175 and
bigger
fucking
than
does
Bud
it again,
naturally.
my God.
That's crazy as fuck. He go to 175.
Hey, look, the strength and conditioning coach said that Bud was already outgrowing 147. He couldn't even stay there. So if he didn't get undisputed with Errol Spence, he would move it up to 154 anyway. He said when
Yeah.
they tried to make 154, they barely made 154. So he said at 168, Bud was smiling and training, bro, like it was perfect. So you telling me he can't go up 7 more pounds? He can go up
But
7 more or whatever,
can,
to 175.
can I just
If
No,
he,
can I
but
if
those
can I
okay,
get
drops
let's
one
weren't
say
thing
bad.
though? I just want one thing. I want him to have one more fight at 168, defend the fucking undisputed. He's never done that before. I want to see him do that and do it against,
defend
let's
it.
say Jamal Charlo.
But is that a big money
Not a
fight
huge
though?
fucking challenge. Then go up.
Yeah, Jamal Charlo.
That's not a big money fight though.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was.
well,
He
it
got
doesn't need to be.
history.
He just earned fucking huge money, and he's going to earn huge money at 175 if he goes up there to fucking fight Benavidez.
Hey, he's 38 years old, man. He got 2 fights
Yeah, I
left.
know.
He got to play his
See, that's
cards right.
the other thing. That's he's 38 in about a week.
You ain't lying, bro. But if let's think, if
Yeah,
he
no,
did go,
that's
if
true
he
too. He
went to
hasn't got much
Benavidez,
time left.
if he went up and fought Benavidez, boy, that was still all the Canelo Thunder,
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
If he goes up there and beat Benavidez, even without B-Vol, man, he surpassed Mayweather, man.
bro.
He
Oh,
That
fuck
would,
surpassed
yes.
Mayweather.
Oh, oh,
that
in my
would
opinion,
fucking
he's already
still,
passed Mayweather, but that would
yeah,
just be the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
that was still Canelo Thunder, boy. I'm talking
That's
about,
stealing
oh my
everybody's
god,
shit. That's stealing everybody's shit, I reckon.
you
I
ain't
don't know.
lying. And then
That's
From the
that would be
Sunset,
crazy good.
Hey, even if Benavidez win, just to take the fight that Canelo wouldn't take, it would be so big for boxing, man. It would be so big. Like
it
we would be
would,
going crazy about that, man.
it would.
What's going on? It
Yeah,
sounds like two riches
I'd rather have
talking to
him
us and
fight
stealing a
Tjtp.
car at the same time.
It'd be better for Bud to fight Janovic than Benavidez. I
Yeah,
feel like
it would
he'd
be
have more
better
of a
for the
chance with
win.
Janovic.
The win for the easy win, but I get
Yeah,
what
Nah,
for the
but
people are
easier
saying though.
win.
it's
The
coming down
legacy,
though, isn't it?
but he's talking legacy wise though.
Yeah, legacy,
Yeah.
man. This would take him to another stratosphere, man.
Oh, the
And
janitor
plus, a
should
lot
have
of
been
people,
doing the strategy.
a lot of people in America know who Benavidez is. A lot of people in America don't know who the fuck Janabek is.
That's true.
Exactly. Hey, you see the Mexicans are begging Benavidez to get Crawford back, man. That would be a big fight, man. That would be a big
They said to
fight.
get him back. Get him
Yeah.
back. Yeah, you ain't lying though.
But then it
I
could be good for if Benavidez was to beat fucking Bud. That's another story, and he's out over fucking Canelo as well. You know what I mean?
hey,
Between us, right? Tim Bradley, you can go on there and see the Tim Bradley posted it was a short, and I responded and I told him, man, go get Benavidez at 175. I told him how Benavidez hand speed gonna be slower. He's gassing a little bit and he's been dropped. You
yeah,
know,
he been drunk.
and Timothy, I go look at the message that Timothy Bradley sent me back.
But Two Rich,
Boy,
that
they
drop
going
was
to
a
get
threat.
Benavidez. I'm telling you, they going to get Benavidez.
They get Benavidez. Oh my lord.
Man,
This
I
shit
think they break
crazy.
them down. They're gonna break them down on that tape. They're gonna figure out how to beat them, and then they're gonna take that. They probably got to see the Yarde fight though. They probably got to see the Yarde fight,
We
and
need
then
to,
we'll
we
go
need
from there.
to, we need to slip fucking Turkey. We'll slip him fucking Two Rich's fucking phone number, and Two Rich can get in his ear.
That's crazy,
Come on,
bro.
bitch, come up with the money. Come on.
But
You know
that'd
you
And
be
I'm
got it,
telling
nuts.
you,
Turkey.
if they make the fight, Bud beats Benavidez, bro. But Benavidez is big. He's not world class yet. He's not world class yet. I ain't saying he
Right,
ain't world class, but
right.
not yet. Not yet.
2 weeks ago, I'd have told you were fucking insane, but I'm telling you,
I
I can
know.
see
I
that now.
know.
I can
I
see it
know.
now. To be
Yeah,
honest, I can see it.
Man,
yeah,
that's crazy. If he
yeah.
do
Dave
that,
is way
oh
too
my
big,
god,
man.
bro.
Hey,
But
but Crawford's not
Yeah,
scared
the
to
Bud,
challenge
Bud
himself,
is
man.
fucking too good
no,
too.
he
He
ain't.
is
But
bucking.
Yeah,
hey,
but there's weight classes for a
to do
reason,
that
though.
at 38,
They were
to do
saying that
that shit
before
at 38.
Canelo.
But Bud and Canelo, they're not that far apart in weight, though.
No, what I'm saying, what we saying is this that
Fuck it.
the weight.
Just send it.
I keep telling people, man, if you got skills to pay the bills, but woo, boy, that's a reach right there, boy. He go to fucking
It's a
That's it.
reach.
Benavidez.
It's a
Fuck
He'll
it,
reach.
Bud.
he'll be the
Just send
god
it.
of boxing, bro.
And he's probably going to pick up what, 80 to $100 million for it.
If they
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
if
Fuck.
they had to
Exactly.
put if
And,
they
and
had to
Bomac already
put
said no to the Benavidez
a
fight,
face
y'all.
to the Bible of boxing, Bud would be on there if he beat Benavidez, bro. If you just
But I mean, Bomac already said
you
no
went
to
through
the
all you
uh.
done went through the two
Yeah.
Kings
Yeah. They
and
said
then
no
now
to
you gonna go to
fucking
a future
Canelo
king.
too, ages
No,
ago.
Bomac didn't
Yeah.
say no.
That's
You know,
Yeah,
they
they
crazy.
did. They, oh no, there's
pretending like,
weight classes for a reason. We're not going to 168.
yeah.
And then what, 3 months fucking later, bang, the fight's on.
The whole time the Canelo stuff was being talked about so behind the scenes. So you can't believe what they're saying. Because Bernie the Boxer, when he was on his live, they asked him about going to 160. He's like, "What we going to 160 for? Well, that's not a big fight at 160." Like, well, where else the fight's at? Where else is the fight? It's been a
Yeah.
video. Or Canelo rematch. Or
That's
Canelo
the
rematch.
only or Canelo rematch, right? That's the only two he fights. He go down to
That's the
160
only
just
two.
to become undisputed 4 times. But if he beat Benavidez, bro, that's like
But that would be
icing on the
so
cake.
big,
Look at
man.
all these negative motherfuckers in the
That's
fucking
the
chat.
ice. I know, but that's
Fuck
the
it.
ice.
Just
That's
send
the
it,
ice.
bud. Just go for it.
If he go for it, that's the icing on the cake and lit the candles and blew the motherfuckers out. That's crazy.
Fucking hell. And he's let rip
But
with
if
an
he do
AK
that,
47 or some
that'll be
fucking thing.
dope.
Fucking hell.
But if it was up to me, I ain't gonna stunt. Going to retire while you on top. That's
I
me.
can understand that too. But you know what? Bud didn't take no damage in the Canelo fight. I don't see the reason why to retire, man. He ain't take no damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
it's because
if
the
He
fight
Turkey
was
was
offers if
38.
old.
Turkey
Like, go
if
on, chill.
Turkey offers you $80 million to fight Benavidez, even if you lose, you still get that $80 million.
Yeah, I'm fighting. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Hell
fighting,
yeah.
bro.
Fucking hell, man. For that sort of money, man. Fucking Jesus.
I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I can give a fuck. Lose, I don't give a fuck. 80 million? Shit.
Hey, let me tell you about Benavidez, man. With Benavidez, he come in with the game plan, but when he get hit a couple times, he grows some big old balls, and he like, fuck it, let's go. And
Yep.
he will abandon his game plan for a pure fight.
Yep.
And all Crawford need to do is frustrate him,
Yep.
get him
And he's
frustrated, and make him.
and he back and forwards too. That's all he
Yeah.
do. Straight back and forwards.
and he could get flat-footed and he could square up. I can see him. I can see Crawford dropping him, even if it's just an off-balance shot. I can
I'm
see
finna
him.
say that. I'm finna say that
Yeah,
because the dude cross over his own feet. He
yep,
don't have no
yep,
feet, bro. Benavidez
yep.
has no
Yeah, but the
feet.
only he throws punches in bunches though too. He's not like
And he do
Canelo, one
When
that
punch at
when
a
now.
he
time.
when he get
And
close
the
to you,
angle of
he
his
gotta get
punches are
close to you.
coming downward. The
Yeah,
angle of his punches are coming downward.
but he got to get close to you. That's why they think Benavidez is so fast because he's so close to you, throwing a shitload of punches. Told
Yeah,
you, I get fast to you. I get close to you. I can be fast too.
and
And
none
the
of those
only
blokes
thing,
he's fought at
You're
168 or
not even gonna
175 move like Bud either,
Yeah, yeah, for real.
or have
For
the IQ.
Well, y'all,
for
this is a
one
real
seventy
boxing
five
talk
would
though,
be
but I gotta
crazy, dog.
I'm about to eat. I'm about to hop off and eat though. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm finna shut it down though. I'm finna shut it
oh,
down
okay,
uh,
because
for sure, for sure. Yeah, but
we
overall,
going on
this is a
4
great
hours.
boxing talk. God bless you all, man.
Right, likewise, bro.
Thanks, Rob. See you, mate.
Right on.
hey, Slick,
But
when you be coming on? I've been missing you lately. I ain't seen you.
Monday, I'll be live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturday fights.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you letting me come up.
Right on. Hey, it's all good, bro.
Okay.
Appreciate you
All right,
coming
I'm gonna
on.
go too. See
Right
you
on,
too,
All right.
Mark.
Rich. See you,
Appreciate
Slick.
you coming on. Likewise. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for coming on, man. Tomorrow fights. I will be back up. So make sure y'all show up and show out. Everybody hit that like button, man. Big salute to y'all. Everybody in the chat, aircraft carrier, man. You've been carrying this chat. Now I appreciate Adam just came in, bro. Um, Adam said Bud said David was too big. David said he ain't moving down. Both speaking on the fight. They both speaking on it. That's all that. Hey, if they talking, that's all that matter. Whether Canelo said he wasn't gonna fight Bud either. Who knows? But me, if it was me, Bud retire, be on top. You're a legend. It is what it is. Now, if he choose to fight David and he win, oh my lord, that'd be crazy as hell, bro. I ain't gonna stunt. You done beat every single. You already beat the final bosses, but the future boss, you done beat that one. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. If you pull that off, you beat the future boss. But we shall see. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. All right. Adam, salute to you coming through, man. I hope you hit that like button, bro. Make sure you show up and show out tomorrow too. Everybody over there on X, salute to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the heart button on X. Make sure you let your boy know it's real, man. That's how I know, man. Y'all hit that heart button. You understand me? And tomorrow we don't get down, man. We got a Golden Boy card tomorrow, I think. Is it Golden Boy? We got a card tomorrow. I think around 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm finna get up out here, get me something to eat. Round one. I see you, baby. Thank you for hanging out, bro. Um, Everybody, Rob, Too Rich, Mark, that came on the panel. And to all y'all, the link is there, bro. Come on and speak your piece. This is the people's channel, especially on Fridays. This is when this is open. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think Fridays I might just label boxing talk unless it's some major news. But yeah, this Friday I think I'll make Friday y'all show. I'm gonna let y'all create the narrative. Also, we got memberships. If you want to support your boy, Real Talk, support the channel because I really want to get back to our interviews and things like that. So if you want to take part in the membership, I think it's at $199. If you want to take part in the memberships, please do so. A super thanks, all that good stuff helps. Super chat, all that. All right. I'm up out of here. Y'all be easy. I'm your boy Slick 50, man. About to go eat. Doses.